So guys, and we are back with the Pro AM. I did do it earlier, but I didn't get to catch it all because I got the stars of it and stuff. So this is the creative one. Tomorrow will be the two wars, and then the next on Sunday will be the solo. So yeah, let's catch up with this.
Hitting all their shots, you need to take a different route. You can't go and continuously challenge them because, again, we talked about that. If you waste all the time to run through and the guy hits a lucky, or I don't want to say lucky blind fire, but a consistent blind fire through there, don't keep running that way. But like we said, this is the first time seeing the Junkyard Juke mode, and we talked about the prop hunt mode earlier, but you can play it live right now in-game. There's an LTM that's available only for this weekend. Let's check it out.
Problem.
Like we said, you can check that out live in client. It's an LTM that is available only for this weekend. And Monster, have you had a chance to play Prop Hunt?
Well, all week long now, I finally really got to experience the Prop Hunt. And before this, I kind of heard you guys talk about it. I was like, is that something I want to try out? But no, it honestly was very fun.
There's so many just fun moments, but the ability to then push it to a competitive level. These guys are doing great, but we're now going to get into match 2 of set 2. The second time you will have seen Junkyard Juke, and let's see who is able to push on. The match is about to start. Here we go. The creative finals at the Fortnite World Cup. Set 2, match 2 of Junkyard Juke.
That's right. So in the tower, we have Ninja's team, the Little, Whip, Warriors, Taco, Gaz, Taldoc. We're jumping straight into their POV. So notice Ninja firing right blind. He saw something moving back there. He's trying to pinpoint. What was it? He does, of course, track him down. Sport Turtle, who just a little pixel. You know, you stand out, you're going to get popped here.
He needs to make sure he's still watching his left-hand side, though, because there is a whole run on that corner right now where people would be able to come out, and now all of a sudden you see Alex JJ, Tyler, Ryan Fanta, MSYB all heading that direction. Nobody is checking that corner. He's checking it every now and then, but he's primarily aiming on the right, and right as I say that now looks back on over as the rush comes through, but MSYB and Rubius are able to get in. Brilliantly done from them, getting the first points on the board as the Funky Fighters again are able to pull out to a decent lead.
What do you think? Would you rather be up in the guard tower first and kind of get that out the way, or
yes, locking in teams in first. Good old crew.
So for me, it depends if I can get a lead. If I have a lead, obviously I want to be a guard tower at the end because I'm very confident in my ability to just spam shots in the right direction because I know like I can find the sight line and all that. With that being said, if you can get in the guard tower early and you do incredibly well, it gives you the bonus. You know how many points you need to get. You know how consistent and fast you can run. And right now we're seeing a lot more 5-point props than last round. People consistently trying to get those in, recognizing, hey, they're a little bit quicker. People are finding their angles now. But as I say that Achi with the Sunshine Soldiers gets in that truck. 10 points going over to them, and 15 actually as a 5-pointer got sorted right at the same time.
That was perfect. Yeah, and the Sunshine Soldiers had a great last run. Achin and his crew really pulled it together. They were at the top for a while there, but in those final moments, we saw the Chicken Champions take away and kind of break away. And now look, no surprise, Chicken Champs, they're feeling it. They found their rhythm towards the end of the last one. If they carry that over, this is going to be a close one.
Yeah, and you can see Carnifex hits the jump pad twice over there, doing everything he can to not get hit, and he does get the teddy bear in. Ooh. 10 points going through, and Clytex gets picked right at the edge.
Right through the current. Taco is like, you know what, I'm going to check the close area. Look at how Chappy's doing it as well. He's actually eliminated 9 props so far, so he is really firing away here, trying to see if anyone's trying to make a mad dash while the curtains are up, and Sandy gets caught right there.
Good shot right away. 20 seconds left, so players need to start running if they're going. Good shots coming out from Trappy to get it there and get the reload off. Saw the truck over on the side, is able to pick that one up, and now is looking for the smaller props towards the side. Knew there was movement, just wants to fire it up. Only 10 seconds left. They should be able to get the defense, but there goes a bucket. Look at it.
Oh,
the cactus.
Those are hard to hit.
Was able to pick it up just at the last second. good attempt from Kujin. You can see the points already coming across. Players so far sticking to their game plan. 5 and 10-point props all the way.
This is
The
good.
way to go, inch your way up and over to that victory there. But that was just the first round of 4 here. Round 2 is going to begin. What's going to happen now is, again, the guard tower is going to mix up. We're going to see new players in the guard tower, and then the other players that were previously in the guard tower back on the prop hunt floor.
Yes, you get 1 round in the guard tower, 3 rounds of running as the prop.
I can see you, my man.
Now you have the funky fighters up top, and the shots go out as soon as the blinds go down.
Lachlan is the one that I want to win. He's the only good one that I know, well, except for Ninja.
About really trying to find their way.
Ninja
and they see the light go to change, plant themselves down, and back out to the.
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Desperately trying to avoid. Oh, there's no way. You're stacked on top of each other. Come on, you got one and two. Shots are going towards it, but right now Zan trying to get that cuddly cute teddy bear into the incinerator. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say there. As the archer is now doing everything he can, hits the bounce target twice, and is able to convert. As Macklin gets another good run and sneaks in under the shots of Dracius.
That's right. This is just getting closer and closer as we have a 3-way tie now. The Fish Fam, Llama Record Company, the Cuddle Crew, all at the top here, and it's still a very close game so far. Dan Yan right here, Sunshine Soldiers, peeking around, using that camera angle, trying to see when it's time, wants to waste no time here. Bat, it goes down and off to the race as she goes.
I bet she'll make it.
Change, yep. Actually, stops early too. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna stop before the curtain comes up.
And she has to be having a blast right now. She says one of her favorite things about creative mode is kind of the wacky and Waynian situations you get into, particularly like prop hunt. So this must be a game mode that she's doing incredibly well and enjoying herself in. As you can see there, her team is able to get a couple.
Oh, look, Lynn died at the last second.
Try to make the final little sprint. Hand of Blood gets another 10 points over, as does Taco with a 5-point statue there. Scissors is hanging around on the side there.
Lachlan's in third.
Not mean to call you trash, you just are a dumpster now, quite literally.
Quite literally, but oh, the rage. I read the lips, he said I was so mad. He got taken out right there. And I like this. Let's see how he decides. He's going for those 10 points though. Notice he went straight to the right for the big objects. That's the risk.
That's what it was about. That's
yes, Lachlan.
Be careful not only of the fact you're bigger, easier to
everyone comment down below who you want to win out of all these guys.
Anything else with 45 seconds remaining in round 2. And you can see Spenos a minute before the guard looked at him, he's like, I don't, nah, I'm out. Right there. And right now, relatively top heavy. 70-70, and as I said,
yes, Lachlan, yes.
But Lachlan hanging out on top of the Rebel, 28 seconds left, does find an angle that
you know,
no
he actually
really
didn't park either. He just jumped on top of it. You know, I haven't been to this section here where all the vehicles are.
This is the section I'm talking about, where you can grab a burger in a bucket, go out, and not expose yourself except for during one period.
Yes.
And as long as you either full run the time through, or you opt to sit still during that time, then you're good. You will score literally every single run. It's just you have to be a 2-point player.
I've not played this
to go to that exit.
Oh, Yan right there, unfortunately, couldn't push through in those final moments there. And that was round 2 of 4. So we are looking to get into round 3 next. So they can earn some more points.
I think Lachlan will be on the
set matters, right? Every game matters.
Lachlan will be on last round.
Yes, every single match is scored. The top 4 will receive a gradient of money going from $55,000 down to
yeah, Lachlan will be on the next one.
The 4th through 10th all receiving 10. That prize is then decided who will receive the silver.
Yes, come on, Clyde.
Fighters currently have one, but who will
be
able to press with them?
Clyde Tax, that vehicle is way too big, buddy. You can't just be trying to squeeze it behind that and not think someone's going to see the tail end of it. Here we have Bensor and Dracius close by one another. Bensor gets popped through the blinds there. And wait, so he's going to take a couple shots. He said, does his truck belong here? He did miss, though. Lucky for him. The bad aim and that moment right there is going to allow him to sneak that big 10-point. No! He gets taken out. Right there, that's no points for him. 10 is huge in this mode too. It's very difficult to get a vehicle all the way through.
I mean, it's swingy, right? If you think about it, the last round was one with 150 points, right? So if you get a singular 10-point profit, that's not an insignificant percentage there. Like, that's going to be able to help your team, but you also need to set your feet there, as Kororo didn't hit the crouch button. It was like, I see you wiggling a little bit there. Yoink.
Scissors is in the fish pan.
Ryan, Pronta, Chelsea, many others still in the running here. Looking around, you see Tyler shooting straight through the curve. It almost looks like he's beelining his shots down the aisle there, trying to see if he can get anyone trying to exit out. Zancy's the one pop up in the air, and I think he put that person out.
There's the Lopez team are safe with 95. Oh my.
But right now, Llama Record Company still holding the lead, sitting at 100 points. But don't forget, Fish Fam are up on top right now. Are the guards, which means they're not scoring points.
He's so fast. Ryan Pronta is so fast here with this prop.
Yes!
He doesn't care. He's going all the way for it. He's got one for traps. See the fear? He's like, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to wait here and get the secure point.
So one important thing to notice, too, is Ryan is taking paths consistently that take him to the corner of the guard tower, because the corner provides you with a little bit of natural cover, and it breaks that sight line up. If you're only staring out in one direction, it's super easy to be like, no, that car is not there.
Why
I know,
even a car?
if you're flipping back and forth across that corner piece, it just breaks up your field of view a little bit more, and it's
Why
that
is
much
he in a
harder
car?
to try and figure out what's actually going to hit.
That's right, and oh boy, is MSYB going to be able to sneak this huge chuck in? Oh, he actually hit something there. He's going to sneak it right underneath.
Yes!
His shot did not come back in time, but just that big archery target was almost enough to kind of block him right there. Venoss gets another large object in as well. That's another 10-pointer for the Llama Record. It was fully processed here, so now he's at 130.
Oh,
And
it's tough between Llama Record and
secure it.
thingy.
Llama Record Company is not scoring right now. And they'll continue to kind of stay in the lead.
And you can see Scissors hitting a ton of shots. They're trying to get the retribution out
Yes.
of the guard. And now we're heading into our final round of match number 2. So we'll see who the guards are, see what the stakes are, and who will be able to take that #1 spot. Again, first place, $55,000, and that much closer to Silver Llama #2. And again, we have the Cuddle Crew and Llama Record Co. up on defense. Let's check out that scoreboard. And Cuddle Crew, Llama Record Co. first and second. Who will be able to overtake them? And they are so close to 5 points separating. It's a battle for first and second now.
Yes, Lackland and the rest of his team are trying their hardest. They have to stop people from scoring. The Chicken Champions get up. They can just easily snag this away, but for now they know the Llama Record Company cannot. They can't take them over.
Ooh, I thought he was going to shoot that card. Knew it wasn't. Nice. Finds the box right around the corner and then gets another one right after. Blind fire through the shade as Rubius is looking to post up there. Spanish YouTuber trying to find a way in, trying to lead his team, and they've overtaken the Llama Record Co. with plenty of time and are tied with the Cuddle team. Any singular point now will put the Chicken Champions as our match 2 winner. They need one prop.
That's right, they're so close here. Magma trying to hop on over. Who's it going to be for the Chicken Champions? Who's going to be?
Do you think they get a 2-point prop? They have the scoreboard in front of them. They know they need only that. Do you think they run one in, or do you think they stay with what they're doing right now?
Honestly, I think they're just going to stay with what they're doing. It's working. Why break the formula here? They have over a minute to do so. And just like that, they are going to
that will be it. Yes, brilliantly done. They're overtaking them. And now the question is, can the Little Whip Warriors get enough in to catch them? It's a 25-point spread, but you can get that. You have 4 runners. You can get that in a single run if you're well coordinated enough. Will they be able to catch up, or can the Chicken Champions edge it out and be our match 2 victors?
That's right, the Cuddle Crew is now bumped out. The Chicken Champions are holding it. The Warriors have scored though. 1 minute left here. Uh-oh. Raven's Revenge coming up as well, as is the Fish Fam. This is actually getting closer than we would have thought. They're close to pushing out the Cover Crew and Llamas.
Yep, and Little Whip Ninja also getting the 5 points there. Will be able to overtake. Don't forget, you don't want to end up 4th to 8th. It's all about at least breaking the top 4 to get a little bit of the differentiation there in the prizing. The Chicken Champions are pulling ahead. They're keeping that 25-point difference so far between the Little Whip Warriors. Little Whip needs to find a coordinated run with 10-point props in these last 30 seconds, or they're not going to get it. Meanwhile, Bensor running that statue in, trying to lock up everything he can for the lead, and he's being extremely patient with it. Taking a corner run, finding everything he needs to do. Little Whip does get a 5 and a 10, but they're still only 20 points behind, but Bensor is going to be able to lock that one up from there. 5 points, 25, 15 seconds left. The Chicken Champions are sitting pretty.
Yes, that's right. If the Little Whip Warriors don't score big right now with all big props, it's going to be all over in 3 seconds. And it's not going to be enough here because the Chicken Champions, they actually pushed the lead even further.
Did you see what happened at the last second?
They did score.
No. Raven's Revenge grabbed the 2-point prop, hard ran all the way through, got it in, right? And then that pushed them from 4th into 3rd. When we talk about every little interaction mattering, that was it. But the Chicken Champions, one might be able to say that was excellent. They were able to tender defend that title for the match 2 victory and putting them in a good spot to contend for the set 2 lump.
You can see the excitement there on their faces as they just realize, hey man, we got this. We're in the running here. The Junkyard Juke could be ours.
You can see they're still talking gameplay right now. Like, they want to know, what can we do more? That play you did right there was awesome, but they want the next one because 3 matches for each one of the sets. And a win there would put them in a fantastic spot to get the 2nd Silver Llama. You need that in order to be in contention. And if they're able to split it up away and deny it from the Funky Fighters, the field's wide open.
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just another team who takes a victory here, making it that much closer of a running so far. And we saw the Ravens Revenge kind of sneak up too. You need as many points as possible. The bigger the placement, the better the prize as well for the round. So you can't just give up either. You got to push it all the way to the final.
And hey, hats off to whoever's called that was on Raven's Revenge. That was a brilliant decision, showing exactly why you were able to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals, why you're playing on that stage. Those are the big plays, but again, brilliantly done from the Chicken Champions. Consistent runs, stuck to their statues, stuck to their routes, and took the corners. And now we're actually going to have a chance to talk to our Chicken Champions, the Match 2 champions. Zeke has them up there on the top floor. Zeke, what do you got for us?
What's going on, guys? I'm hanging out with the Chicken Champions, guys. That game was insane. Feathers were flying, and you guys clutched it up. Did you figure out the strategy? Because you guys were well and ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, we practiced yesterday, and everything is thanks to this guy. This guy always goes for the 10 points, always, and he always gets it. So thanks to you, man.
All right, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Carey. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it the same every time? Did you switch things up?
Yeah, go for the 10 points each time and do the same strategy. It seems to work.
So in this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you could go and then waiting for someone to spot you and stopping, or what was your plan?
I'm taking it very patiently.
All right, now over to you guys. What do you guys think of this game mode? Has it been everything you thought it's been?
Yeah, it's great. We had a game plan. We definitely did what we came to do, and that's what we expected. So.
Very well executed. You did not lay an egg. All right, final question for you. I want to give you the chance to tell the world, all the fans, something. What do you want to tell them?
Thanks for the support from Spain for the other world, and my team is it's good in this mode, and will we win the next?
There you go. The excitement is real, gentlemen. Congratulations. Best of luck going forward. Sending you back your way.
Brilliantly done there from the Chicken Champions. Thank you so much, Zeke. They're excited to be there. They stuck to the gameplay. And shout out to Bensor. The one thing he was looking for.
Streaming first thing.
You want to play for the big crowd. He got that moment, running through, securing that for the Chicken Champions. And immediate El Rubius turned to him and was like, it's all him, man. He put the team on his back or put the team in his dumpster. I don't know. That normally that wouldn't be a good thing, but in this circumstance, hey, it worked out for him.
Yeah, another prop to Kyoto as well. The only, or one of 2 controller players here, you know, in the creative finals. So very nice of him to kind of represent for those guys as well. And again, just showing that he's got the moves out there.
He had the moves, was able to find the right angles, and now we've seen some developments from match 1 to match 2. Yep. What was the big thing that stuck out from you that was different?
And that last one, honestly, finally seeing someone pick up those 2-point props, right? Use those. Those are points right there. But with that, we'll jump over to Bala. We'll take a fun look at some of the things that developed in our last few moments.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, the Junkyard Juke is developing nicely. Everybody's starting to figure out what all the different tools and props they have available to them. So with that, we're going to hop into some of the tips and tricks that I've seen from the Junkyard Juke so far. We can roll the clip right now as all these players. The first thing I want to point out is there are these springboards. Unfortunately, Danyan gets picked out of the sky there. Not too happy about that. But moving on to Tomoya using the statue. This was one of the interesting scores I saw with the statue. Those higher point objects being useful. Scissors here with the springboard. The recovery and just barely doesn't get into the incinerator at the last second. And then here we have Tomoya, no, sorry, we have, again, just an awesome run towards there, looking like a scene out of everybody, you know, crossing the street at the same time. Here's Dracius hitting some amazing shots through the black. And then he just continues shooting, just hoping that he can get a shot. This is the other team, the Cuddle Crew, doing the same thing, but then also synchronizing, making sure they have coverage on all angles. Finally, Tomoya made some amazing calls. We'll listen to them in a second, but this is what he did. Always timing it perfectly so that he can get in and make sure that his teammates also go at the same time and make it into that incinerator. So we're gonna head and listen to what those communications were like from Tomoya and team. In this one, they made sure the countdown was perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I score 10. I score 10. We are both. We are both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap. Oh, they kill me. If they don't kill me, I score 10.
Don't
1, 2, 3,
I got 5. I got 5.
I got 10. No, he killed me.
Oh.
We are strong team.
Yeah.
I scored 0 in the second one. That's the problem.
I scored 0 in the first one, so.
Like, we are all close points. There you go. The Funky Fighters, you know they won the first Silver Llama. We're going to see if they can win the next one. We got one more match here on Junkyard Juke to go, and we'll see who will come out on top with the Silver Llama from this. Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Bala, for that great breakdown. Listening to the comms, that's one thing I hadn't considered. I always just kind of like, yeah, it's going to come up now. But these guys all on comms talking, have one guy counted out. That guy's just like a metronome, make sure he has it on the dot every single time. Brilliantly done from them, but will they be able to take back that top spot? We've seen them do it. If they can grab that Silver Llama, they'll be in such a good spot. But right now, they aren't seeing the same success they saw before.
Yeah, you want to get the Silver Llama, but to get there, you got to make a new strategy. I think that right there, there was a lot of information in that bit right there. You kind of noticed the team synergy, and he said something very important in his interview there. Talked about being patient. You really have to be patient. You can't let the frustration get to you. You saw Scissors, very expressive on the cam. Just, it's hard to get the pointer, and that's what I talked about before this whole thing started. I said, trust me, this is a lot harder than you guys think. You might just, you know, oh yeah, I'll turn it to something and run it through. Nah, man, you're gonna get shut down.
But I mean, it's just like, if you think about it, it's the mental aspect that really comes with it. If you're able to frustrate somebody else, then they're that much more off their game. And these guys are all great at that, coming through from some of the Death Run qualifiers. It makes it that much harder. But thank you guys so much for joining us here. And again, don't forget, there is a fantastic, awesome event-specific merch starting here right now, today on the 26th. You can also get it on retailrow.com. Make sure you celebrate the event. Remember it, grab some from your friends, your brothers, your family, people who couldn't be here, and celebrate the first ever Fortnite World Cup.
Yeah, you saw some of your favorite pros and competitors here rocking that new swag. Definitely loving it. All types of collaborations going on here. I love it when Fortnite releases new gear, you know? This kind of allows me to always spice it up.
I'm always a fan of anything Fortnite swag. That's pretty much like 98% of my wardrobe at this point. I mean, I love the logos,
I'm
love
just
the
as
bright
hyped
colors,
for creative.
enough from
as I am for
match 3, set number 2,
the
the final one on the original
That's all I
version of Junkyard Juke before we see the remix later on. Are you guys ready?
That's right.
Here I am.
Let's begin. The first round is underway. Match number 3, set number 2. Who will be able to incinerate the props the most? Who will push out to the lead? And can anybody upset
And they're at the top,
fighters who took that
team.
first lobby? You need to make sure they don't get this one here. And basically, everyone's first place.
Yep, and you can see there, Taldak did land a shot straight through the curtain. Very nicely done. Another kind of lane, right? You want to look at your lane, see which lane is available to you that's easy to maneuver the objects you want to bring through. Clitex, for example, here is using a bear. There are no bears in this section, but he says, you know what? It's all good. I can sneak this around.
So the big thing with the bear, though, that you don't really consider is the coloring of the background. You're in the junkyard. You're a little bit in one of those desert biome situations. There's a lot of kind of muddle grounds and oranges around there. It makes it that much harder to stick out. However, if you grab the snowman, you're just really flexing on everyone. It's like, yeah, I'm a snowman. I'm a snowman in the desert, and I'm going to score on you.
That's pretty hilarious because, you know, we haven't seen anyone pull out the weird objects in the back end for good reason. There are a couple other fun ones back there. If we get a pan around later, you probably notice a big old snowman or something like that. Money on the line. There's no way everyone has time to play around like that.
You can't play around because every single one of those runs matters. And right now we see Sunshine Soldiers swapping over. They've already put in 2 2-point props, so you need to be slightly more efficient on those runs, but good job getting on the board consistently. And as we say that, 5-pointer goes in, boom, they're ahead of the Funky Fresh with a singular 10-point run. So trying to get every possible point. It's all about min-maxing efficiency.
Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors are doing a great job at defending here. They all have a ton of eliminations. Taldak at 6, Taco at 5, Kaz and Ninja both tied at 7. That is pretty good. They're shutting down all of their lanes. These guys are not here to play. Remember, as you're a guard, you don't accumulate any points, so it's good. They're knocking this out the way, and they're doing a great job defending.
Keeping them out, making sure you find the right lane angles, and also sometimes just putting shots out in the right spot. You just need to be able to consistently deny as much as possible. And Taldog, that was sick!
I was like, are you behind that? Yep, what's that? Didn't see that there before, didn't see that either. Taldog doing a good job so far, spotting things through the curtain. Let's see if he can find another here with a random shot. Oh, something landed. That's why you don't want to hit those spring traps there.
They make it so difficult when you're a larger object coming back down because it's just so much motion on the screen.
Imagine just running out, but you're an actual person.
Like, it's an easy shot, particularly for all of these players up there. I mean, Gotaga and Drew, everyone on Raven's Revenge, him, Magma, RTA, and Chappie, all have been able to hit their shots. And then, I mean, Little Whip Warriors is a team of pitcher shots.
That's right, and there it is. Last opportunities to make a point have just concluded, and that was the first round. There are 4 of these, so we're going to switch up the guards now. Little Whip Warriors get a chance at, you know, trying to earn some points, and as do the others. The next round will begin.
That dragon's so cool. That's so cool. Look at that. Yo,
almost looks real.
Yo, shout out to the observers. That shot right there, that's really cool. Big fan of it going out. And as you can see now, round 2 is underway. This is the final match on Junkyard Juke of set 2. And right off the bat, 2 archery targets and a water heater marching on out.
Yep, that archery target is worth 10 points though, so if you can bring that all the way through. It's one of the, I guess, smaller, large point objects. Aqua doesn't even care. He's impatient. He saw the blind open up and just kept going. Savenoff did pump the brakes, so even right here, notice very early, just trying to blend in and get as many points as possible right here.
Ooh. Did get picked up. It might have been the book there. That's the one thing that you need to note that makes it very difficult about the bullseye or the archery target is the fact that because it has those placed legs, you have to be deliberate about where you're setting down. Otherwise, you're right, like, boom, right there. That book would be a giveaway if somebody decided to look down and double check that box. But there's 6 other boxes around, so relatively safe. Good path chosen there from Tyler, and opts to stop and being, you know, a little bit of patient, and might have cost him there. I think he would have had it if he had just go full send, and I think he thinks so too.
Yo, it makes me laugh to see him scratch his head, his jaw just like, oh, being so close. Not making it through is so unfortunate. Taldak is going to find a little bit of success there as the Suezo, and you saw Alex J for a bit, is very close to scoring as well. Here's Zan from the Fish Fam. Representing, hugging really close to that
When
cactus. So
they'll
long
be
as
in
he's
the
not pushing
doors,
through it, yeah, he is gonna be able to sneak on out.
hopefully
Kind of hiccups there. He's gonna go all the way. He doesn't care
in
if
the
the
doors
curtain comes down. He's
is
trying
good
to make
enough.
Tomoya and his team of
He's at a high standard. He's
fighters
like
are at 35
the
points
best
now in the
one.
guard tower. They can't earn anymore.
And that was a great run there by Zantinag. See Svenos waiting for the blind to go, making sure he can find an angle, and then pushing into it. Needs to be careful of that spring right there, but doesn't matter. Gets picked up anyway as he's like, hey, there wasn't a car there before. Alex JJ now looking to find a run. Fish Fam and Llama Record Co. currently hanging out at the top, but again, haven't had the chance to be up there, so can be expected. Alex JJ now 2 targets, both running out. Good stops at
The
the same time,
strategy
but
if you're
shooting
shooting is to look everywhere to see whether there was any like props there.
That's what I was
And
gonna say. I was like, you know what?
And then
Honestly,
the
I see
next
a bunch
one
of the
is like
same
figure out
things. They
whether
blend
there
in a
was
little more.
props
It's
there
when something's an
or
oddball that you
different
really start to
props
shoot.
there.
So maybe it is a good idea
Or
for
not. No props there.
But so
If
there's
no
split
props there,
spawns, so you don't always consistently.
then
There's different spawn
they
points
would
around
achieve
the map
if
that
there's
have the different exits as you go out. So you
there.
can coordinate with a teammate, or what you can also do is sort of bait somebody else to do it, right? So you see somebody who's running an archery target, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna grab that too, and then you follow their path. And if they get picked up, oh, well, you look slightly more natural, particularly if you're that much more patient. And you can see Svenos is actually doing that right now with Carnifex. Both of them going into the box. Does hit the spring, is hanging out behind the car, and will get the score. That's a great run.
Yeah, he actually recognized Moracy was not looking down in the right direction, so he took advantage of that. Fire let his guard down for just a second there. He did manage to sneak on through, so that was the big point there in the final seconds as this round is now coming to a close there. Next round is going to begin. We're going to switch up the guards. Take another look.
No dancing, just props and shots going out from the guards. Round 3 kicking off in the final match of set 2 at the Creative Finals. Who will be able to take that second silver llama? And right now, you see Bensor is going in for the 10-point prop.
You would want to be like the first person to shoot, and then the last 3.
A little bit of the pressure.
You
can
are
tell they need to
doing
score points. It's the first time we're starting to see some gnomes out there and another teddy bear on the run.
That's right, Kantaka representing here. He's putting himself straight behind every object that he can. I love that they're using the smaller objects. It's so much easier to score with those. When you bring those big ones out, it really is hard. He actually put himself inside the truck. You see that? He's following Luka so close here. He's got to use him as bait, really. If you get behind him, he's safe.
Yep, because they don't think they're going to fire twice in there. That's the benefit of it. But right away, you see Kaz, Taco, Chappie. Great little run there from the Little Whip Warriors. That's going to push them back into contention. There's 65 points currently, but a dumpster going in from Hand of Blood. That's another 10 points for Llama Record Co., pushing them up to 90. And they were the winners of that first match. So if they can hold on, they know they'll be the guards in the final round. They need to build up as much of a lead as possible here.
Karoro actually has 15 eliminations, so he had a super successful guard round. But the Chicken Champions need to get picked up here. They need these points. And there it is. He's doing a lot of work for his team, showing that, hey, I can push this up here too. Just gonna go ahead and take that 5-pointer, throw him right over the Fish Fam now. And they're in the top 3 running.
That was a great run.
No, I'm not clear.
The entire time, made sure nobody was looking for him. Like, he was barely threatened, but right now, Bensor coming through. The Chicken Champions, can they overtake in the last minute? That's 10 more points. That is going to go through for them, and starts pushing up. Llama Record needs to get in some runs. The Chicken Champions will not be on the defense with them for the last one. So they're pushing through. Right now, it is the Sunshine Soldiers and the Fish Fam up there, so they're doing their best to delay everyone.
Your team is good enough.
By Tyler, and now Carnifex is chilling in the back on that rusted out car. Hand of Blood just barely avoids the shot. Oh, saw the hitbox going through there. The Tracers finding a way through the window, but not enough as Dracius gets in 2 more 10-point props. Also going over. We're seeing, I think, a little bit closer of a score here, minus the fact that the Chicken Champions haven't shot yet.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. Neither have the Llama company. The Llamas have not shot.
The Chicken Champions win again. I'm going to be
because
sorry.
when we go to their POVs, they don't have any Olymps, so they have not taken a run yet.
Yes, excuse me, I misspoke that, meaning the Chicken Champions had already shot.
Oh,
the fact
okay,
that they're already up
so
to second.
they're doing great.
Llama needs to press on it. The only team who really has a definitive lead right now is the Chicken Champions. Effectively, they're up 30 points on the rest of the field because Cuddle Team and Llama Record Code both have to shoot next round.
Oh boy, so if they can't secure a big lead
Wait,
in the last couple of seconds, if something can't get processed, poor
Burger did not get processed. We like it, never frozen there. Brilliantly done, doesn't find it. Great work from coming out, and Carnifex doing a great job. Round 4 will begin. It's going to be the last match, and we're going to see what the line is going to be. Who is up in the tower, who will be able to defend, and can they hold them off? Again, it's Llama Record Co. and the Cuddle Crew up there.
Gotaga.
It's already up there. And you can see the Chicken Champions were able to connect, so it's all about can a Little Whip and them catch up. They need a fantastic run, and they have to do everything to the knife, and you can see right away already tunneling in on those 10-point props.
Yeah, the Cuddle Crew cannot earn points.
Yeah, that's
Chicken
gonna do
Champions
fast.
already have the lead.
That's a good thing.
Continue to press on here. Llama Records are up at their run, but it still matters. There's so much on the line for depending on each game, right? Each game is worth so much. You still want to hold your place regardless of what. This is still a fantastic game for all the teams in the top 3 right now.
And I mean, we saw the Ravens come up huge in their last match, pushing all the way from 7th into 3rd because of clutch last-minute decision-making. Right now, Little Whips are trying to do everything they can to catch up with the Chicken Champions and not deny them. Ninja still sticking with the water heater runs, trying to get as many of those in, but the Chicken Champions are still stretching out their lead. They have a 25-point lead, which means the Little Whip Warriors have to either start fast running with the 5-point props or switch to 10-point props. They cannot catch them doing a patient 5-point strategy right now. They won't have enough time with how good the Chicken Champions have been. They have been the prop masters so far.
Yes, they have. They were doing so good, and oh no, Ninja hits a huge spike there. He's trying to dodge, and he's so close to making it through. It's very, very close. Here comes a 10-pointer from Taldoc, sneaks it right in. That's great for the Little Whip Warriors. That's actually going to throw them over the Llama Record Company right there. Cuddle Crew actually is somehow up. Look, the Little Whip Warriors actually went to 2nd place now. They're so close to overthrowing the Chicken Champions as well.
It's going to come down to the last final moments. Can the Little Whip Warriors get the runs they need to? You can see Kaz is taking the corner route, trying to find whatever he can, and it's doing it very well so far. Avoiding the jump pads that pretty sure Ninja called those ones out on the run since he hit them on the last time. You can see they're only 20 points down. They're all on 5-point props right now. They will be able to do it, but all of a sudden, Fish Fam is right there as well. They're only 25 points up. Here comes a rotation of prop. 5 points will be coming across for the Little Whips. Fish Fam also getting it, but Cuddle Crew does finally get pushed up there. Brilliantly done. 15 points now separates them.
How is Lockeland's team in that?
To 25 with only 30 seconds remaining. Rubius knows if he can get this water heater in, if he can be safe, he did it so well. He was the statue going on there. And as you can see, hits the jump pad, stays on the corner, will get it in. That's going to push them 30 points clear. But as I say that, Fish Fam catches right back up. 19 seconds left, Monster, in the final match of set 2 on Junkyard Juke. Can the last-minute scores come through? 25 points. They need a run of 10s. Kaz got in. The box is coming just behind. Fish Fam gets picked up. The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match. Brilliantly done in match 2, repeat in match 3. They are the Chicken Champions. Excellently done, and they defended their crown.
That's right, and you have to give props to everyone else that managed to kind of hold a top 3 lead, especially right there in those final moments. Little Whip Warriors, the Fish Fans really coming up at the end there, you know, bumping up their prize earnings, because every round everyone's a winner, but you can earn just a little more. You can win a little bit more.
Yeah, it was just brilliantly done there. And these are actually the creators who helped with this. Brilliantly done from them. Some fantastic gentlemen. Thank you guys all so much for your help in making this mode come to life. Some fine gentlemen up there. The creative builders were at that game jam out there, spent hours and hours, and it really blows my mind to see what they're able to do in this creative mode. Because like, I'll go in, I'll play some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. And they're like, oh yeah, after 20 minutes, I have this full game mode. Here's how the scoring works. Here's the barriers. I'm like,
and that's the magic of creative, right? These unlimited possibilities, really, when it comes down to coming up with these game modes. We've seen tons of fun ones, obviously developed not only for creative kind of fun side of the community, the comp side as well, right? There's plenty of great game modes out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys out there playing Storm Wars. We know you guys enjoy it, but that was a fantastic way to close out set number 2. And honestly, I enjoyed Junkyard Juke. It was fun to see kind of the definitive playstyles come out. Patience ended up being key, but players started finding the diagonal runs, knowing that like, hey, I'm gonna stick with the statue because this is my comfort, or like, I know on this run I can be blocked by this tree and this dumpster, and I only show myself once.
Hopefully Lucky Landings has
The
been
Fish
done.
Fam and Little Whip Warriors to push up and pass those guys in the last moments, pushing them into the top 4 and earning just a little bit more of that prize money.
That's right, because they want it all here at the Fortnite Creative Finals, and it's going down. So, you know, you love to see it. We've seen a series of, you know, I guess, different people succeeding, right? And all of these, the Chicken Champions really kind of came out.
Well, that's what, again, I love about all of this and about creative. There's so many different skills that Fortnite isn't all about one individual thing. You see these guys and what they're doing is incredibly well. Able to execute the game plan, talk with their teammates, come up with something new, and the Chicken Champions elevated. They were clearly better than the rest at Junkyard Juke, but the question is, will that continue when we get into the Golden Games? Right now, we're going to get a chance to speak with the Chicken Champions, who's up top with Pooks. Pooks, what do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with the Chicken Champions, who surprisingly didn't fly the coop. They put on an absolute clinic today in the creative trials. I'm here with Rubius. Now, you guys won the last game as well, so 2 in a row. You guys had a pretty great strategy. Do you want to kind of talk me through that a little bit?
Oh, what can I say? It's the power of Norway, the power of Spain, and the power of Detroit. Like, we're crushing it and we're a chicken, so we're good at hiding. Like, we're not good at shooting and stuff, but at hiding, we're the best. The best strategy, I think, is, well, let him take the big stuff, and we are like the supports. Like, we take the small stuff, the 5 points and stuff like that, and the trick is, don't tell them anybody, but the trick is to go in the corners. Like, no one is watching the corners. It's insane.
So no one is watching the corners. I hope all of your competitors did not hear you just say that. Now, he said that you were in charge of taking the big items. Does that put a little bit more pressure on you?
No, it's good. It works good, so.
So you guys have a ton of fun now. You have won 2 games in a row. I'm so excited
I have to do that because the power saving settings.
In the rest of the day, going into these next games, do you have anything you're going to change, or are you going to keep things the same?
We're just going to keep things the same, stay consistent, keep well ahead, play slow.
I'll stay on too.
And finally, just for you there on the end, I just want to talk a little bit about, you touched on the diversity of this group. Now, I know you guys have really not played together much before. What has that been like, coming together, playing here with your teammates from all over the world?
It's amazing to share these moments with my team, and the next mode, it's amazing. And bueno, this parkour, I think my team is very good in parkour, and I win. We win.
You guys are so confident. I love it. Hopefully that carries on into your next games. Congratulations again, guys. Thank you so much. Sundown, back
Can I
to you.
send some love to Twitch chat?
Oh,
Let's go.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat. There we go.
You too, Laser.
Hey, it's everywhere, man. Thanks for the plug out there, El Rubius. Fantastically well done. Love to everyone all over, no matter where you're watching, whether it's Fortnite.com/watch, on Twitch, on YouTube, in client, you're loading up all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for all of this, it being here. Set 2 is done. It's wrapped up. But, I mean, we saw a big shift in the gameplay. We saw a lot of different changes going on. And it's going to be interesting to see what ends up converting into the Golden Games when we see a little bit of a remix on it. Not going to spoil any surprises. I know, it's fine. But I'm just curious to see who is able to then take their gameplay and enact it when you get to think on it. Because you get to then process and be like, okay, we were this close. We were right there. If we had maybe like a little bit more aggressive, or like maybe if we were a little bit better on defending, or maybe one person picked a different lane, the result could have been different. And these guys have been so good at adapting to the circumstances that I have no doubt that the Chicken Champions aren't just going to comfortably sit on top.
Yeah, not only that, they gave away some strategies, so we'll see if Bala outside can, kind of break that down and see if he can give us a little more insight on everything.
Thank you so much, guys. The action is heating up. It's also heating up outside, trying to cool off a little bit here at the Fan Festival, but awesome games of Junkyard Juke. And Chicken Champion seems to be racing away with this one. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from that last game and how they won. So here, first off, just having a good time in the front, and also maybe also flexing a little bit their trophy that they may have just secured in terms of a llama. We'll find out that later. But their strategy the entire time, they said it before in the last game, they're just trying to go for the high points. They're just trying to score these, at least getting not those 2 points that Monster was advocating for, but go for the statues, go for the boilers, all those things that net you tons of points, and that's how they came out to a lead. Here it is again, them just cheering on. We have the reactions from the Chicken Champions on their win as well. Nice trophy lifts. Maybe they'll be doing that later on here. The statue using that to get above the opponent's vision, their field of view, so that they can't see, they can't hit their shots, and the reactions of the win. Just bliss as they win their second game there on Junkyard Juke. Absolutely amazing stuff, guys. I can't wait to see who's going to earn that and who's going to continue on towards their path to the Creative World Cup champions.
Thank you so much, Bala, for that in-depth analysis. Now, I know you guys want to see the standings. We want to see them as well. Unfortunately, there was a slight little hiccup. We want to make sure everything is right, because this is a huge moment for all of these guys up on that stage. So while we sort that out, we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the standings after set 2 and then move into set 3, which is the world premiere, never before seen world run. So if you need to go do anything, go do it now. Take your bio breaks, take care of everything you need, and then we will be right back.
You heard him.
Hey, my name's Magma, and today I'm in New York because I qualified for week 4 of the creative trials for Godiga's map. I'm really looking forward to showing my skill set off and meeting all the players and showing everyone what I can do here. When it was first announced that there was going to be creative trials, I was really looking forward to it because it was all I did pretty much 24/7. I looked at it as an opportunity. I find after playing Battle Royale, when creative first came out and Scissors released his first death run, I just instantly sort of, took a liking to it and I enjoyed playing it. And I guess from there afterwards, when I found there was money involved with doing death runs and stuff, that sort of caught me and caught my attention and I started playing more. So with my team, my captain is Godiga. He's a French and my teammates are Chaps and Ardia. I think we can do really well at the Creative World Cup. I think our team has a good combination of the death run skills, but also the shooting and building and the good chemistry we have in the team. I think it can really make our team do well. Magma and my team, Raven's Revenge, is going to do really good in the World Cup, and we're going to smash the rest of the competition because we have the Battle Royale skills, building, death run, we have it all.
Well, that's what they said, but they've not won any, I don't think.
I am here in the production pit. I am in engineering row right now. I am joined by my friend Peyton, and he does the robotics. Let's talk a little bit about that. What do you do specifically here?
We have a bunch of robotic cameras around the arena that we shoot different angles from, and we're able to pick up shots of the players that are playing the game. We also do a lot of crowd shots, so we're able to shoot the audience and get some really great reacts for both the stream and for the front of house feeds that go up on the screens.
You guys heard it. If you're out in the crowd this weekend here live for the Fortnite World Cup, show us some energy because Peyton is going to be looking for your reactions and you could end up on stream.
You want to play with it, see how it goes?
Of course I do. That's not even a question. I'm so into this right now. This is amazing.
I'm Scarlett. I've come from Japan. I'm happy and excited to be playing with so many players that I've seen on the internet. My favorite place to drop is Fatal Fields. If I win the Fortnite World Cup, first I want to buy a house, and then I'm going to eat a lot of food.
It's so heavy. World Cup 本戦.
I'm definitely going to win the Fortnite World Cup, so keep cheering for me.
they were translating.
Hi, I'm Fortetto and I'm here to compete in the Creative World Cup. I competed in most of the trials and was really excited when they announced the bonus weeks after the original 5 were over. And I competed in the Jadith 100 level map and I had to speedrun 100 levels as quickly as I could. I really enjoyed like all the different styles of maps and death runs that there are, and I really enjoy speedrunning them and trying to get as good as time as I can. The moment I found out that I qualified, it was just insane and I wasn't sure if I was going to before that, and it was just crazy that I am here. And Fortetto and the Sunshine Soldiers are going to win because we have 2 captains, so we're twice as good.
What is going on?
Wait,
We're
already
getting some
said
good practice here for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals happening very, very soon. A lot of first thoughts, first looks at the Sky Station Showdown, which is an incredible map.
It was a great map. I mean, it mixes a huge new element into the game. You know, you got to protect the person with a sword, capture the objective,
Yeah.
but my team, great team working, you know.
Oh, I forgot to bring it in. I'll go bring it in.
1000%. You know, so being able to kind of get your hands on the map, you know, before obviously the big moment. It's huge. It's huge. And so, like you said a second ago, this is a brand new way of viewing Fortnite and playing Fortnite, which is incredible.
Exactly. It's super exciting to see what people come up with, and then also turning it into a competitive aspect and put it in the game and make this tournament. So
it's amazing. So, any general kind of thoughts, concerns, maybe about strategy? I don't know.
You know, I think we won, so we know the strategy.
All right. Listen, this is practice still. We've got the big moment coming up very soon, but do you want to shout out your team real quick?
Yeah, no, we've got some speedrunners in our midst, actually. We've got Tyler, we've got Zand, and Suzu. They are all speedrunners of death runs. And as you know, later in the Creative Cup, there's going to be a death run involved level, so we're going to take that one home, too.
Inspired by the creative man, Scissors himself has made many a streamer, many a content creator very angry with a death run, myself included. Great job with the practice round. We'll see you very soon.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. We are here in day number 1 where the creative finals are going down. The stadium is jam-packed with fans from around the world who have traveled here not only to watch us crown World Cup Creative Finals champions, but also solo and duo champions as well. I'm Zeke, this guy right here is Bala, and we're getting ready to hop back into all of the action. Now, I think, you know, we've seen a little bit of the first 2 game modes. You know, we got to see a little bit of the Sky Station Showdown. We got to see a little bit of that Junkyard Juke, but there's actually something that Sundown teased, and that is the World Run.
Yep. The World Run coming up next is an awesome, you know, it's something that I think a lot of these players are used to.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be very, very comfortable here. We'll have to see whether the challenge of the obstacle course will be, you know, anything that these guys can balk at, or if they're going to be able to just cruise through it. We'll see. It's going to be fun, though.
Well, it's going to be really interesting, right? A lot of these players are very familiar with death runs, and it's very, like, mechanical, right?
Yep.
If you know how to execute, you can get through these obstacles, but you have to kind of get your eyes on them first, figure out how they work, and then make it through. So I think it's going to be very interesting, very fun for everyone here, and all the players as well. I'm hoping to see someone make it to the end. I don't know that anyone will, though. We'll see.
30 coins, and from what we've seen in practice between us and other people, it's very difficult, so we'll see. We'll hop into the overview and stuff like that later, but just to give like some examples of the things that there are, there's, you know, the trap, trying to trigger them, making sure you move. Impulse grenades are in play in this. There's some lava, all sorts of treacherous things you have to get across in this world.
A lot of Neo jumps as well. And again, massive shout out to the 17 content creators that helped put these maps together. Mad props to you. You know, their hard work is being shown here on the stage, and these guys are at home, here, of course, playing it as well. In case, you know, you guys forgot, I'm Zeke. This guy right here is Bala. We're getting ready to jump into these next few matches. We'll get you guys up to speed with all the format and all those things. You kind of tease it, but we'll get there in just a moment. And very quickly, the Chicken Champions were actually the winners for set number 2, Junkyard Juke. Let's take a look at them right now. They were overall victorious of that last set, and there you go. The Tender Defender is there in person to congratulate them, Bala. Rubius and his team, they worked hard for it, and they are the victors.
Warming up for the next run, but they know now they earned the Silver Llama for that set, so it's 1-1 Chicken Champions are earning their Silver Llama right now. They're surprised because they were getting ready, but here it is.
Rubius is like, wait, do I actually get that?
Ooh.
Is that actually mine? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know, they are the current set winners. They have a Silver Llama for themselves. So that's now 2 different teams that have a Silver Llama.
See ya.
With only a few set matches left to go. I believe, you know, if the Chicken Champions can secure themselves a second Llama, that would be huge for them and their team. But we'll have to see how things go for them.
And the timing of the Silver Llama couldn't come earlier because they're about to hop in. This is definitely a booster for them. Their emotions, confidence going into the World Cup because it is precise. It is difficult. You have to make sure that you win it, otherwise you're wasting time.
Both of you are going away for the weekend.
As far in as possible. So that confidence boost is going to help dramatically in this last normal set.
Yeah, for sure, and it is actually a race, the World Run. It is similar to a Death Run with a bunch of obstacles. We're going to talk about that and everything that's around it. So there's actually 30 coins in the map. Whichever team gets all 30, the fastest, or as many as possible until time runs out, will be the victor for that round set. You know, like I said, these are insanely difficult obstacles. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be forthcoming. I'm going to be vulnerable with you, the Fortnite fam. Listen. The farthest I got was 14.
It's not bad.
Okay. It's actually really difficult, and I'm by no means a Death Runner. By no means.
Are the best of the best.
These guys are going to fly.
In terms of Death Runner, in terms of this map specifically, it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those obstacles right now. So go ahead.
We're going around the world in this new creative team, Death Run. In this challenging new creative game, 8 teams of 4, led by some of your favorite content creators from around the world, will compete to collect all the coins in their lane faster than everyone else. The first team to collect all coins in their lane wins. If they don't finish, the number of coins they collect will determine their placement. If a player is eliminated, they'll respawn at their most recent checkpoint. Any team member can grab a coin for their team, so players will have to work strategically to gather all of the coins before the 10-minute timer runs out. It might sound simple, but it ain't easy. Players have no mats and limited items they can pick up along the way. Each team will have to use teamwork, communication, smarts, and speed to make it to the top of the leaderboard and take home their piece of the $3 million creative prize pool. Ready, set, run.
Zeke, I do not know how you just did that while you were here. That did not sound like you here at all, and I didn't see your mouth move.
I'm magic. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. But yeah, World Run, you got a little bit of sneak peek there. We're getting ready to hop into these games right now. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and do that. I think this is going to be very, very fun. We are getting ready. If you guys here in the stadium are ready and excited, let these teams hear it. Let's hear you right now. Man, that's so weak. No. Okay, let's pretend the first one never happened. Like I was saying, if you guys want to let these teams know how you're feeling, let them hear it. Yeah, that's what I like to see. And now the game begins. Here we go, the world premiere of the World Run.
See how they do out of the gates. They are open now, and it's all up to these guys to start hitting their first jumps, and people are falling left and right. A couple of first coins are taken, and everybody seems to be off to a hot start. This is really like off to the races here.
Man, ForTurtle and Zand are already flying through these first set of challenges. Again, you know, these are the very, very top of the best of the best of the creative world, right? They've worked all 8 qualifier weeks long. They've made it through with their team captains, and now they're here. So once they figure out these obstacles, be prepared to watch them fly through them.
And the first couple are relatively simple. Here's the double doors. I think are probably the first like one that you have to kind of know or see it in advance. And then here, the impulse jump into the tire, into the castle, and 3 players have already made it all the way there. It's neck and neck between most teams right now, 10-8.
Bro, I'm so mad. Do you understand? I literally had to play this to completion, all 12-minute rounds, 4 times to make it halfway, which this is the castle. And these guys got it in like 3 minutes. I'm upset.
Oh, this is why they're the World Cup creative players, and you are not. You're here casting.
That's cool. I'll hold that L, I suppose. I'll hold that for sure. So there's a few challenges here in the castle here, Bala. But as you saw there, Karora actually took a little peek at it. There's these little bumpers, and that'll actually send you upward into the next, basically, tier. So the most optimal strategy here is actually to leave two of your teammates behind, send 2 up to try and gather more coins faster. Because otherwise, you're just going to dedicate too much time, and you really want to maximize your time in this world run.
And there's definitely a couple coins that you want to get as fast as possible through here. They're trying to get the half slides through with the pillar traps. Right now, nobody seems to have figured it out just yet, at least in the view that we're watching. But meanwhile, the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers are up to 13 now, but still neck and neck. I believe all teams are now inside of the castle, and we call this basically the first kind of tier of the difficulty for these obstacles. As they move up and go past this, it will become progressively harder.
Yeah. And again, this is the first time these creative players, qualifiers, have seen the world run. They've never seen it before. They have just, you know, they are mad. Their skills are insane. And look at this. Taldeck's already up on the next tier. So he's probably telling his teammates, all right, look, up here, I just use this bumper. What do I have to do? So he's already trying to figure it out. I like it. That's not me. The moment I hit that pad, I was like, I guess I just keep moving forward, and I kept running.
I love this experimentation. He's actually also communicating back to his teammate at the same time, because he went over that bumper and he's looking, do I have an opportunity to go back here, or is this it? Do I have to go forward, just like you were alluding to before? And now he decides, okay, he tells exactly what's going on to his teammates, Ninja, Kaz, and company, and they move forward. Alex JJ, though, is off to really the races. He's way ahead of everybody else, I think. But no, there's a Raven's Revenge. No, it's Svenos. It's his teammate. They're moving.
Man. They are moving. So what's tricky about that last jump there is those little directional pads will give you forward momentum, but in jumping you lose some of it. So you actually have to make it in a straight run. There you have to trigger the trap, get the impulse to make that precise jump, land on the other side, trigger the trap in one fail swoop, while also taking a step back to keep yourself safe. Now there is a little few secret ways to kind of trigger certain traps or get around certain obstacles. We'll have to see if these players discover them. But like you said, man, Svenos is destroying the game right now.
Just unbelievable. And this isn't even a team that qualified from a death run or elimination run or even a speed run. They qualified from a survival map. And he's doing things like this. He is leading the pack. There's a Fish Fam up ahead of him, though.
Yep.
They're not hitting this just yet. This is so precise. You have to change the altitude. Is he going to hit it? No. Second try. Here's Suzo.
Here we go. First jump. Now this is the impulse. You want to send you a little bit forward. Now this is one where you want to get height. You got to throw it, try to get on top of it.
No! Just barely, Suzo. And he's at 21 points right now in third in terms of coins. And it's all up to timing, I think. Zeke, we might see this end in the first match here. In the first round, they might end up completing everything because they still got 5 minutes to go.
Well, we'll see, Bala, because here's the thing. That obstacle there is called the ice jump. But this next one that 4Turtle is at, we call this the double danger. Let's just look at this real fast. This is really tricky.
He already knows.
He's already downloaded. He already knows what must be done. So you actually have to double hop, double bunny hop, land on the edge, take a step back, trigger the trap without being eliminated, right? Then you can walk up this small ramp. Then, depending on how you want to go about it, you can just go forward. Yes. He actually makes... Okay, I'm upset.
Third try.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
4Turtle.
And he gets the coin in one swoop. Oh, my.
But one thing, we have to look at the scores right now. 5 minutes to go. Fish Fam is at 26. They only have 4 coins remaining. But everybody else is starting to fall behind. We're starting to see the Fish Fam come way out above here of the rest of them. That's because they probably have the majority of their players through. The majority of the players are collecting those coins. There's 4Turtle. He makes it through the double danger, collects the coin. Now, what do you do from here? They get up.
Man, this guy is absolutely insane.
There it is.
And you know, for 4Turtle, it's funny because he's just excited about being here, able to compete on the stage in front of thousands of people and all of his peers. And bro, he is just slaying it right now. Oh, you gotta be careful. Okay, all right, yep. Everything's fine. Now you gotta make the jump. You got the one hop. You gotta be careful.
That is...
Gotcha! That is trap, baby!
That is the first time I've seen that. I've seen the theory. I mean, I've heard it theorized. but I haven't seen that yet. But Fish Fam, I was wondering, it's Scissors and company. 26 points. They're not at the same point that the Sunshine Soldiers are at, but they're at 26 total, the entire team. They have clearly synergized with Scissors here, but looks to be that even the Ravens Revenge are stuck at 26, so this might be a difficult one to get past.
Yeah, this one, so the tricky bit about this one is there's actually no checkpoint in between here and where you need to get to. That's what makes the double danger, that double dangerousness. 26 points across, and there's only about 3 minutes left, so these guys really have to focus up, try to get through. Now the key thing going forward is, again, this is a test of speed, right? So a lot of these players are seeing the traps, they're making it through, memorizing kind of what they have to be doing to make it through the obstacles. Zan's already through, and that means when they get to come through next time, it's going to be that much faster, right? They're going to be just tearing through all of these obstacles like they're nothing. Hand of Blood, Lachlan, here we go.
Two team captains. Hey, this is important too, because they still have coins to earn on their own.
Right.
They're they're all the way in the back. They're not earning the coins. They're not helping their team out in front, trying to figure out the obstacles. But two captains back there. Ooh.
Okay. All right. Trigger the other one. Yes. All right. Land on it. Trigger that one. Dude.
Is he gonna get it? Nice dodge. Ooh. This is insane right now, and there's the second player to make it through.
Good.
Into the door. No!
Nope, and look, you drop back down. So that's the challenging part. We call this thread the needle, right? You have to make it in one go. This is extremely difficult, and this is where a lot of these players are going to get caught up. But Turtle is a legend. Look at how methodical he is. He's insane. Look at these the precision jumps, man.
He's not going to miss this ever again, because he already knows that trap, unfortunately, was timed at the wrong time for Clitax, but he's up above. Let's see what he can do here, going to try and attempt this again. Trap above. When he lands on that, he has to jump at the right moment, then slow himself down for Turtle from up above. Still back. Nobody has passed this point just yet.
All right, first trap, second trap. Hop across, take a step back.
Nice.
Jump across, take another step back. Okay. He was trying to be a little greedy there. I respect it. You know, you sometimes just want to land on that without having to kind of hop back out and kind of just risking that. So it's good that, you know, well, it's not good. It's bad that he messed it up, but it's okay. This is Turtle. He's an MVP. We're watching him.
This is crazy. That he comes down to this is a minute and 30 seconds about to figure this out. He got up here before, and he didn't make it through the door. He's not going to make it again. Unfortunately, everybody is hard stuck at 27 coins with 1 minute left. I believe whoever is going to be the first to make it through here might find themselves the first winners on the world run. 1 minute left.
You got to be thinking, are they saying Ravens Revenge? Wait, they just got the 28th point. They might be through thread the needle. Next up would be, I believe, bump jumps.
Did get through. We saw the end results up there. Made it through the door.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, nice catching yourself. All right, you got to trigger the trap.
That boost pad on the side. It's just disappointment and frustration in his face. Ooh. If he wants to secure this, he needs to try to get one more coin in the next 30 seconds, because I think Poor Turtle is going to be able to catch up. Here's the jump.
Right. This is the first time we're going to see 25 seconds. Okay. So this is where you risk it all, man. This is it, the leap of faith. Watch these precision jumps. We've got 18 seconds left on. So these are these Neo jumps, right? You jump out and around, keeping that momentum.
10 seconds left here. 1 coin remaining for the Ravens Revenge to find. He just got to get around that corner. I don't know if he's going to be able to climb these staircases just now. No, he's given up. He says no. Everybody else is left in the dust. Ravens Revenge take the first world run with 29 coins. Not quite finishing the map, but I believe next time they might.
And these legendary birds of the sky, they made it all the way up there, man. They were on the leap of faith, that last little section there. They had 29 points, and if they had made it up, especially if they made even just 2 people up there, they could have been kind of starting a rotation, right? You jump first, see how far you can make, I will follow. But the big key for them is now they know what every single relay is, right? So going into this next round, they can say, we know we have to do, don't forget, make this jump here, do these little things to try and get through. And that can prove to be a very good advantage for them.
They don't have the silver llama yet. They don't have anything in terms of llama, so this is important. any of those teams that don't have a llama right now, they need to earn it if they want to be in contention towards those golden games. Of course, every match matters, Zeke. They are earning prizes every single match.
And that's got to feel good, right, to have a stellar game here to get some of that prize pool for yourself and your team. That's huge, right? Like, so much respect to these. Also, Turtle, what the heck? Yeah. What is this kid on? Yeah.
Ridiculous. He was one of the first to achieve every single obstacle every single time. Finally, he got stuck on that one at the end. I don't know what you were calling it. It was a nice twist of the tongue, but just amazing there from ForTurtle to be the first every single time, and then getting overtaken at the end. But, you know, next time, he knows it now. He's probably going to be the fastest to get ahead of everybody, because he knows it all now, and you saw how mechanically good he was once he figured out the obstacle. So I think all signs are pointing towards another ForTurtle performance like that.
I mean, like you said, he's downloaded it all, right? He's got it up here, and now he's put it down on paper. I mean, again, though, Raven's Revenge have got a little bit of that advantage, right? They've seen the other plays. I think the big thing, though, is trying to get more of your teammates through to the challenges, right? Like, it's very difficult to try and get all four, you know, in one fell swoop, Raven Pun. But if you can make it, even just that second person, like the moment you start to miss a jump, you're like, all right, I'm going to be eliminated, just go forward. And maybe that person sees where you went wrong and is like, okay, I can make the jump, and then they go forward, right? And then you're just kind of constantly frogging through, getting more coins, and getting where you need to be.
Yeah, and there was also an aspect of covering for others as they made it through, especially as that castle point happened. We saw Lachlan and Hand of Blood, the two team captains, all the way back in the back, but their teams were still up there because they were covering for them, they were getting those coins. But next time, they definitely need to be trying to make the effort to get all the way through and collect those coins as time progresses.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think what would be only fitting is to hear from one of these teams. Specifically, I want to hone in on the Cuddle Crew. We've got none other than Monsters standing by with them to hear their thoughts.
What happened here? Okay, yeah.
All right, so here we have it, Lachlan. I know, I've heard from the grapevine, these guys and yourself actually qualified for the creative finals through a death run, and boy, oh boy, I just got to know what happened here. How did this translate? This is a death run. What happened, Lachlan?
Look, the qualifying map was a bit of a puzzle death run, so, you know, they had time to work with it. It was our first attempt running through, so it was a bit rough. I don't know if you guys caught me sitting on like an impulse level for like 10 minutes, but that was fun. So we're not going to do that this time. Clitax over here, he's our designated carry, so hopefully he can carry us harder in the next round, and yeah.
I hear that. So now I got to come this way. Lachlan is dependent on you guys. What was going on? Was the death run, did it catch you by surprise, or was it just certain tricky moments that kind of choked you up and had you hung up there?
Yeah, I was a bit of confused in the castle because I didn't know where to go. And then the impulse jump yeah, at the beginning it just messed me up a bit, and at the end I didn't know where to go. It's just a bit of
I have one more question here. So you guys have not seen the death run prior to this. Do you think that kind of held you back? And if you have another run at it, which you will, do you guys think that second time around you'll kind of have the strategies down packed? And I'm going to come down here with this.
Yeah, I think that the first time around is always the hardest because, you know, you're kind of going into this environment, you don't know where to go, but the second time around, I think we'll be a little bit stronger and hopefully we get better time.
Absolutely, I bet it. So once again, this is the creative finals here. You guys, like I said, Lachlan pulled through with the puzzle death runs, but just showing the difference here. So we're going to send it back up to you guys at the desk. And again, thank you.
You know, Lachlan, you are good at many things, but apparently you're showing the world you're not the great at impulses. But it's okay. You're going to have another shot in showing them that the original thought we had is wrong, because I know you can do this.
No thanks.
I know you can. We had a chance to talk earlier, and you're like, bro, I'm the best. And I was like, I know that. Show everyone that.
I mean, can I have some toast, please?
You know what else we're going to show them? We're going to show them the standings after that first game in this set right now. Who ended up where in terms of the prizing and where they are on their journey to the llama at the end of the set. So it's Raven's Revenge obviously first. They earned themselves $55,000 and that much closer to the silver llama.
That's right, but don't forget, Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions both have those silver llamas. That is going to be a massive determining factor in going forward. You know, if you're Ravens Revenge, you are absolutely looking to try and snag that Silver Llama if possible, because that's going to put you in contention, right? Then you have to set your eyes on the Gold Llama for the tiebreakers. But all in all, to be able to kind of come through and win that prize money for you and your team is massive. They have confidence, right? And again, I think the only other team that stands right in their way right now is For Turtle. This guy is a maniac. He's showing us that he is. Let's see if that happens here in game number 2.
The Sunshine Soldiers fell short, but For Turtle showed us all what he was made for. And I think we're getting ready to go into the match. As all the players are loading up right now, there's the Fish Fam, Scissors and company. They're all about to start. The gates are about to open. Guys, let's hear it for them.
Ah, there you guys are. You're paying attention. I respect it. Here we go. 10 minutes. Countdown has begun. The gates are open. And now here we go. Husey is first out of the gate, immediately just flying. You can see this is completely different than before, right? Before, people were kind of taking their time. Hey, what's this? I can't see where this ledge. What's going here? Let's sit here and inspect everything. That's not the case now. Everyone is just flying through these obstacles.
Yeah, a couple of these guys have not gone down yet. Here's Magma making his way through with the Ravens Revenge. This was the team that came out on top and was the player that led them all the way up to those treacherous stairway that we saw at the end there. Almost getting up around the corners. And here it looks like we are almost to the For Turtle. And this is the player we were talking about so much, Zeke.
Right, man. Legend in every way of the word. Stewart almost making the jump for the Sunshine Soldiers as well. Unfortunately not. So this is this trap, this obstacle, very precise jump. You actually have to impulse a very specific way, at a specific angle, at a specific distance away from you to make it all in one jump. You can also, I hope they're not listening, but you can turn around and actually impulse backwards, right? So you face away from the tires and impulse yourself backwards while jumping. Again, even doing that though, very precise. You know, you have to make sure you're doing this in one go. Look, Hausy's already here. Already trying to collect points.
Already towards the half pipes in the castle. And if you're already taking all the tracks down below and grab that coin, if he's leaving that for another teammate. Gonna grab that coin perfectly. Nice job by Hausy. Now he's moving up even further. No, he's gonna go back to get those traps.
He made it. There you go, Suzu. Nice. All right, trigger the trap. Take a step back. Impulse forward.
He's already in the castle.
I mean, look.
The castle.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. So don't forget, the capsule is open. So once you do make it to that halfway mark, you can just send someone forward, right? Like even if you're the first one and you're really confident, you can say, hey, Vala, I know you made it first. Just go to the next round. I'm gonna stay behind. I'm gonna pick the points, right? So quite a bit of teamwork going into this. Look along the way, man. These jumps are crazy. What are you? Okay, what a legend. What a legend.
Showing everybody that he can hang. On the team of Scissors with Fish Fam. We saw them not too far in the prizing. 18 points right now. They're leading the way, but no, it's actually For Turtle again. Already towards these varying distance impulse jumps. And is he gonna first shot it? No, not exactly. You know he's gonna do it next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you know, this is kind of one of those things. The more that you do this, the easier it is the next time around, right? Once it's like, throw it here, you're like, nope, that's not correct. This might be it. Okay, closer. I like it. Will he make it on the third jump? Don't forget though, we got the Funky Fighters at 20 coins. We've got Fish Fam at 20 coins. Sunshine Soldiers, they need to try and pick it up. Here we go. Nice, but get across.
Would you want to go to the cinema, see the Lion King?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
We're dubbing as Double Danger. Is he gonna first shot? Does dodge the traps. Where he went last time, gets the coin, he's gonna double back.
First
oh my goodness, he went through those. I would have gotten scared there, but no, For Turtle knows exactly what he's doing. Gonna get all the coins in first try on the Double Danger, but doesn't make it through, so he has to still complete it. And Suzu and Sand, meanwhile, for Fish Fam, are taking the lead.
And that's what I kind of talked about, right? Trying to
find somewhere to put it.
Dual partner can make it through these jumps and get there.
House is Tory Nursery.
Player, you go to do it, you mess up,
and then into the car.
What exactly did I do? You go back and then kind of relive that moment. Not here, right?
This is the moment that they were all stuck on for so long. Suzu knows it now. He's not going to hit the first time. Zand also attempted it at the same time. Not going to work out just yet. Here they're going to give themselves the opportunity. Suzu trying again. Triggers 2. The third, yes. The jump.
Yes! Oh, it's in! He was worried there that he might have put the door off.
Not sure if he made it. I don't see him falling down. Yes, he did make the doorway, and now he's back towards this thing where he has to go under. At the same time as triggering the trap, he does it. He's back to the stairs. The Fish Fam only needs one more coin, and they're about to do it in 5 minutes. It is so fast here. The last time we got here, it was 1 minute and 30 seconds. One more coin for him to complete the map. He makes it farther than any player has yet so far.
Where's the next pad? He actually found it first try. I don't believe it. No, that was not where you gotta go. You had to go back inward. It's okay. They're just gonna get another shot. Man, that was very impressive. Honestly, I would have been like, where am I supposed to go? But that's why this is called the leap of faith. You gotta jump around that corner and hope that something will be there to catch you.
Faith he has. With 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go, not a single person, not a single soul in vision. He's going to have plenty of time to work with. We'll see if the Ravens Revenge can repeat and get back to where they were, but it looks like Sand is also going to join as well, but no, he falls just before. Yes, Tyler too. So the Fish Fam is coming through in big numbers at this last leap of faith.
And you know what could be huge here for Fish Fam? If they can make it through the league stage, they can actually get this coin. They're going to start the timer, right? So less time that everyone else kind of has around to observe what's going on and try to get this practice in, the better. Here we go. Nice. All right, you got to jump in and out and around. Out and around. Yes, use the wall. Okay.
That's a good one.
Uh-huh. Yes.
The rest of it, I'll put you in recycling.
Okay. All right, here we go. Wait.
Last jump. And he just hit the coin. This is going to be it. No, he didn't touch it. Just barely missed there. Finally hits the bouncer and he's gone.
Yeah.
There it is. The first players to complete the world run in 5 minutes and 52 seconds. An unbelievable time compared to what we saw last time. But still, the remaining teams have to battle it out. Back to the Ravens Revenge. They're still on the double danger. And they are going to get through. He has to hit the door, though. Oh, he almost fell all the way back down. Here we go. Not finding the speed, not finding the bounce there.
Threading the needle. Oh. You hate to see it. Now, don't forget, remember Ravens Revenge, the first team from last round. They made it here, and they're already kind of right back where they need to be. You've got the Sunshine Soldiers also going for the Leap of Faith. But look at how many coins they have, right? In theory, they should be at 29. This should be the last coin that they need to pick up. But someone hasn't picked up points. Now, where? I'm not sure. But that could make or break their performance right here.
That absolutely could. We know Sunshine Soldiers had a great performance last game. Fort Turtle has completed the map. If you see him up there, he's just watching on down. But the Ravens Revenge seem to have completed just a little bit more. Everybody now, I think, going to be trying to attempt these last couple of jumps. And they must try to complete the match. But important to note is the Ravens Revenge in second place right now. They need one more coin as well. That puts them in a huge advantage.
What's the name of that cinema?
Just happened there with Stuart.
He let's go to Odeon.
Tires.
Where's the Odeon?
Tires. See? These are
Type up on internet.
Oh, it's okay, Stuart. Don't worry.
Type up on the internet.
Back up. You got this. 2 minutes left on the clock, Balla.
Taga all the way in the back. He's catching up with his team. He's going to hit that. Can he hit the last one? He lost a little bit of speed, but he does. So he's joining up. Maybe he can collect any coin that he missed. No, it's actually going to be Arthur up here. He's got to finish the Leap of Faith as well.
Ravens Revenge. Try to
yeah, Morrison's in
you got to think if you're everyone else, you've already seen the Fish Fam stop that timer at 5:52, right? Just under 6 minutes. So you're thinking, we have to go. We have to be hitting these jumps, and that's just applying more pressure, right? Especially with a crowd here roaring as well. You know, there's all this pressure on the line. Nice jumps here. All right. Yeah, you see it right there.
Could we go like 5-ish?
Oh,
yeah. So difficult. So challenging. He's learning the reasons why right now.
Wait, no, don't book it until I know when's the World Cup tomorrow.
Point up to the final one.
So I have to be there tomorrow.
Who gets there? He's on the Leap of Faith as well, so it's just head-to-head against these two. And this is it. Very important for Funky Fighters. They need to stop Ravens Revenge. If anything else,
I'll find out tomorrow morning how long.
Because it's head-to-head against Ravens Revenge. This is such a meaningful.
Then we'll know like
I mean, don't forget, they were the winners of that.
How many hours
they
of
already
films?
have points built up from that. If they could secure this last point, that could be massive heading into the standings. But again, we've just got about 50 seconds left here. You can just tell they're just trying to jump with everything they can.
Okay, Kuto a little bit further than we saw him last time. He's got to make the lip.
Yeah, this is the one.
It's around half 100.
Okay, now the bounce off the wall. So looking exactly, seeing if there's any more opportunities.
Could you put your feet
okay,
up?
this could be clutch. This could be clutch. Kuto just gets to the top here, and then he needs the bounce pad. Yes, perfect. Just the coin now. He gets it!
There it is!
9 minutes and 23 seconds ahead of the Ravens' Revenge. Still time on the clock, though, for the Ravens' Revenge to collect that last one. And what's impressive, too, is that 2 players have actually completed for it. The players up above, but now the rest of them, 1 second remaining. It's still going to be the Fish Fam, 5 minutes and 52 seconds, who take that one. That second map of the World Run is down and done.
Man, mad props to the Fish Fam. They did it in almost under 40 minutes, right? They came out at 5:25, 5.5 minutes. Now, Funky were right behind them. A little longer, right, at that 9:23 mark, but still, they got all 30 points. If we have to go to tiebreakers, these 2 teams have 1 more point than everyone else up at that 29 mark. So that could very well make a big difference heading into tiebreakers. But again, Fish Fam, way to show up. I respect it.
It's crazy, the improvement from game 1 into game 2.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. Ravens Revenge obviously in the first match coming out ahead, but Fish Fam clearly improving all across the board. It wasn't just one person. It felt like it was the entire team, because that time was unbelievable. That's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, we'll have to see who else can do it. Again, you know, Ravens Revenge had a fantastic showing. Funky Fighters showed up there at the last moment. And then, obviously, the Fish Fam. But don't forget, you still got players like Turtle over on Sunshine Soldiers. Everyone, all of these teams have someone that's going to get them very, very far, right? We've seen that. But now the question is, heading into this next match, what does that mean? Fish Fam have already completed it. Funky have already completed it. Raven have gotten close. Does that mean we're gonna see another 5-minute timer? Could we see it even faster?
Good question. And Ravens Revenge needs to figure out how to end the match. Because if they don't, then they won't be able to get ahead. They won't be able to close out, especially as other teams go ahead. Fish Fam knows how to complete it. They've proven that they can complete it in Funky Fighters as well.
Yeah, sure. Well, for now, let's send it over to the stage where Poogie is standing by with the Fish Fam. And Poogs, real quick, ask them what their favorite fish stick is.
You know, can't always make it all about you, but I am down here with the Fish Fam. It is, dare I say, official. They're the first team to take a victory in the death run. I'm going to start here with Suzu. So you were the one that essentially clutched that victory for your team. How did that feel?
It felt great. Like, at first I choked the bouncer and I thought I choked the level as well. But then I figured it out and I picked up the coin. I was like, wait, this is it? Let's go, baby.
It definitely looked like you were in a little bit of a precarious situation there for just a second. Was your team coaching and helping you that whole time?
Yeah, they kept track of the coins that we picked up. They kept motivating me, like, you got this, is easy, we got this, we got it in the pocket and stuff. So yeah, that felt great.
Awesome. Now, I'm going to come over to you, Scissors. We all know you are the veteran of death runs. You have been doing this from the very beginning. It must be an absolute honor to be here on the stage today competing, being able to help these guys out, pulling through to a victory. Are you going to continue the strategy going into the next game?
We've got the strategy on lock, and obviously it's awesome, you know, helping these guys, but they're helping me win. They're the real speedrunners.
Well, I mean, it is a team effort at the end of the day. All of you have picked up coins. Sand, I'm just going to go over here and talk to you really quickly. Now, I mean, this Creative Cup, what does this mean to you as, you know, a creative champion?
I mean, I'm not a champion yet, but maybe, yeah.
Maybe one day. Well, thank you guys so much for staying here, hanging out with me. Best of luck in the next run. Zeke, back to you guys.
Look at that, the Fish Fam ready to go back in. They're already getting their heads back in the game. Also, great all right, though, anyway, what kind of...
One sec, guys. can't invite you to a party.
And we're going to take a look at some of the kind of strategy that goes into it. But first, all of these competitors who are here, who are competing in this world run, have had an opportunity to get
But the thing is, Oscar, I'm playing Fortnite. I'm not freezing anymore.
Kind of mental edge you need to get through it. So,
yeah, Gabe, I'm watching the Pro AM. If you're on tomorrow, yeah, I'll play.
First appearance ever. Let's take a listen and how these.
But you can see in the party and talk to me.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, what I do, I just kind of watch it whilst playing. Sometimes it gets annoying because I think people are near me using traps, but it's just...
Yeah. Are you watching the part where they're chicken banana bunches?
Absolutely amazing there.
Yeah. You know the fish sticks?
Yeah.
I am the fish sticks.
I'm with Pink Panda, Cuddle Team. I'm with Lucky.
Ducky. Is it Lucky Ducky?
Just Lucky. Put it that way. Oh, they're in first. They're in first.
Also known as Lucky.
You know, on the first one, that Lachlan was like stuck on the impulse, and he got in to the Pro AM creative just by death runs.
Yeah.
So funny. Go on, Xandy. Or Xandy. Go on, Clitax. Come on, Xandy. Right, let's show me Lachlan.
Because you think, oh, I want to maximize my height up, but
oh, I'm watching Ninja now. Ninja should be mastering all this, because
it's so annoying. I always, when I come on, I looked at when Alfie was last on, 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. Like all day, I've just not bothered inviting anyone. I've just been watching this. Except for when I went tennis. I got the preview. Of who was in it. I got that, don't worry about that. But I just didn't get I got the second death run, but I didn't get the first one. I really want to see Lucky's landing.
Lucky landing.
Lucky landing.
But still, Lucky landing. I can't believe it's still in the game. Lucky landing's just still in the game.
I
think
know.
it's season 3 and no one, like no one's gone to it, but they just keep it for like a joke, I think.
No, for challenges.
True.
Oh, are you watching Suzu Fish Fam on the Leap of Faith?
Pardon?
Are you watching Suzu on the Leap of Faith? Fish Fam?
No. I'm not even watching the Pro I am.
I'm sure you just were.
Pardon?
I'm sure you just were.
What do you mean? I said no, I'm not watching the Pro I am.
Oh, well, Gabe, do you know how you can play Fortnite, but you can watch the World Cup, but it'll be on your screen so my viewers can see it?
Yeah.
Do you? How?
Yeah. Pardon?
How?
What, how to get Pro AM on your screen whilst playing Fortnite?
Yeah, like in a game.
Well, you just need to go on options and then there's an option saying start video. And also, when you first get on, like
it says stop video there. Watch a match. Oh, all I need to do is just go to a game then. Yo, Gabe, join me.
Wait. Oh yeah, okay.
I'll join
I'm gonna
you.
be quite rusty though.
Just leave.
I'm going to be quite rusty. I mean, last game, I was so bad I only got 1 kill, and it was super bad. I lost at 7 HP. I only won because I hid behind a tree and just I closed my eyes and just did a shot, and then somehow I got in.
For this Silver Llama right
In the middle of the battle, I had to turn off the Pro-Am thing because it was Pro-Am thing. I mean, and it was getting really annoying.
Yeah,
because
I'm ready.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm wearing this is because it's the only food thing I can get with that. So yeah. I wish it could be on your screen in the lobby.
What?
Pro-Am.
You can. You can watch it in the lobby.
I know, but that's how I'm watching it. But I want to, want to watch it like in the top corner of the screen. So whilst I'm in the lobby, like not watching it through, like, so on my screen I'm in the lobby and it's on, but in the top left, something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
yeah,
not in the lobby looking at it.
Yeah. I just got back from my holiday and literally, was it really hot yesterday?
Yeah, it was so hot. It was the record of how much how hot it was. Guys, as you can see in the bottom left corner, it's there. Okay, where did you go for your holiday?
Tenerife.
Tenerife.
And
nice.
I got back from I just got back today, and it was so hot. It was in our apartment. It was like boiling. So I've still got fans around me now, and it's meant to be pretty cool today, which it is. But I'm landing Neo tilted. Wait, where are you landing? Oh no, I forgot I was playing with you, and oh my god. Because I was telling that story, now I've landed Neo tilted. This is bad. I'll try and glide to you, but I probably won't be able to. I've got
Don't worry, I've got 3 weapons. I'll come to you and you can come to me.
You just landed. Wait, there's a house in here. There's a house here, I mean. You'll probably be carrying me, I mean, because...
It's 5 to 9. What's your plans for the evening?
Just stay on until the Pro-Am's finished.
Is that what you're watching?
Yeah.
There's literally no guns in this house. All I've found is ammo and an ammo box. It hasn't been looted because...
Whoa! He was blended in.
Is that somebody else playing the game, not you? Is it?
No, I'm playing, but in the bottom left corner is the thing. Okay, why did you leave?
Really talking. Well, you can have a bit longer, but you're not indefinite. You need me.
Probably lagged out.
Just gonna have my coffee.
Now he has full reign onto this one. If he one-shots this, he's putting himself...
Oh. No, Gabe, it's not live.
I had loads of Kit Kats and then they all gone.
But you've had loads of Kit Kats.
Loads in there.
I have not. I've had 2. Actually, it wasn't me, it was my mum, so yeah.
He's trying to keep his back towards it so that he can make sure he hits the bouncer on the right point that he wants to. Kind of has it memorized at that moment, but a lot of teams starting to catch up right now, so, you know, starting to lose the pace that they had in the first game.
Don't slide off, don't slide off. Unfortunately, slid off. Now look, Sunshine Soldiers, they're already at the 28-point mark. So are Ravens Revenge. The Fish Fam right behind them. Everyone else is tied right around 25 points. Oh, and look, they actually sent Flytax forward. He's trying to make it to the Leap of Faith. So he left his teammates down behind, saying, look, just gather the points. I'm going straight to Leap of Faith. That's the 1 point we know we need.
Magma up ahead as well for the Ravens Revenge. And the record of the map by Fish Fam has gone past. That was 5 minutes. And some are now down. 5 minutes left total. Magma making sure that he makes this jump. He doesn't want to waste time. I think he might have the confidence here. Just got to bounce off the wall. No.
Short.
Not yet all the way through. If he can do this, he is clinching himself that Silver Llama.
Stewart, okay. Yeah, these momentum jumps are difficult, or neo jumps as they're also called. You gotta be really precise, really, I mean, you have to be very calculated with every single one. You got Chapman across the way as well. Look, you can see Suzu there too. I mean, there's so many people here that are already at the Leap of Faith. And look at the rest of the teams, right? Even the Funky Spiders, Little Whip, and Llama Record Company, they're at 26 points. They're close to the
Soldiers adding their name to the hat of people who are trying to Leap of Faith. Stewart.
Luke's back online.
Hello,
why did you leave? Why did you come offline?
I didn't come offline.
While Stewart is using his camera, while you jump
Except for me, you came offline.
Flytex is doing the opposite. He's actually just
Well,
using momentum from his movement
okay.
keys to get him where he needs to go, not even touching his
Oh, I got an AR.
2 different ways to approach it.
But that's the only good weapon.
By the way, I left the lobby. I'm watching. Here I am. I will invite you.
I'll just come on. Should I just talk to you because I can't really be bothered to play Fortnite?
I want to play with you. I've barely ever played with you ever.
Ever? You started in season 7.
You started in season 3.
2, but
2 then.
Still, that's a pretty long time. Season 7 to season 9 a couple minutes ago.
To actually finish the entire thing, Flytax feeling a little bit of pressure. He needs to start supporting his teammates. And the Llama Record Company.
Anyway, you can just watch the Pro AM. Why do I always say AM? Because for the last Pro they all used to say AM.
It is Pro AM. It is Pro AM because the whole point is that instead of 7 AM, it's Pro AM. It's for the pros.
No, it's Pro Am, honestly.
I know people say Pro Am, but it's actually Pro AM.
Because the pros are yeah.
Yeah, but it's the pros AM.
Maybe it's a secret message. I'm pro. We are pros.
You mean the people who are in the Pro AM are pros? Yeah, Lachlan's team did it in 7:09:16. 7 minutes, 9 seconds, 16
Where's
milliseconds. He isn't in it.
There he is.
He might be in the duos or solos.
Yeah, he's in the duos.
Just behind the Fish Fam.
This is creative. Tomorrow will be the duos and then Sunday will be the solos. I'll stream both of them, don't you worry. Are you going swimming with Alfie on Sunday?
What, are you?
Yeah.
No.
I'm watching Chicken Champions. Now just everyone. From Bird's Eye View. So,
I'm not going swimming, but I am going Legoland with him.
Go Legoland with it. Jeez, easy, invite me.
That could mean huge placement in terms
Good night.
of surprising at the end of this. 30 seconds to go.
All right, wait, he's made it. Okay.
I swear he doesn't even do that intro anymore.
No. I think that intro is dead.
Yeah, it's dead now, but I mean, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah, it was good while it lasted.
I mean, now it's gone.
But
I mean, now it's 2018. 2018. It's in the dead memes world now.
Sunshine something or something sunshine. Wouldn't you think instead of Ninja being pro AM creative, you're thinking it's either in solo or duos?
Yeah.
Ravens Revenge, these guys showed up hard on this world run. Performances, two-time finishers all the way through. And now we also have to be able to
what skin does Scissors always use? He's like the fish, or I forgot. It's like Scissors always use it. It's,
he's in the fish farms, so it's probably fish.
Yeah, yeah, it's the fish skin, definitely.
Fish sticks.
So does
Alfie. When Alfie's doing like creative fish, like different.
Well, they've got the Pro AM, same thing.
AM, Pro AM.
Okay, fine, Pro AM. No, I can't be bothered. I just wanna, tonight really. Don't you dare spam me. Don't you? No! No! I'm just gonna have to ignore it.
They finally made it through that last tire.
Bunky.
Making their bounce all the way through, just like flying.
It's a blue monkey. Bunky.
I want to put my headset on, and because I want to hear the Pro AM louder.
Okay.
AM, not AM.
I got this like water splatter with a monkey face on it, and then it my dad accidentally pushed it too hard or something, and then the monkey head snapped off. So,
wait, what happens?
So I had this like water splatter thingy, jiggy. And it had a monkey face on it because like I don't know.
Yeah. Did it? Okay. Bunky. Bunky.
Yeah.
Bunky.
What has it been like? Bunker Jonesy. He's like Bunker Jonesy. He does not look like Bunker Jonesy. A lot more hairy, even though Bunker Jonesy is quite hairy.
I'm gonna go into some heavy metal filler.
Say what now? Heavy metal fill? What's that supposed to be? And is it like a game mode or something? Because you said fill at the end.
Yeah, it is a game mode. How smart are you?
Not
very dumb.
Once what?
Who'd you rather be, Albert Einstein or the dumbest kid on the world? Dumbest person in the world?
Albert Einstein.
No, because then you'll be old, you'll be ugly, and people will call you smarty pants.
Also, I'll be watching from above the pro AM. So the dumbest person in the world, because he's probably still alive somewhere, and he's in this party, and he's speaking right now.
In the remixes,
that'll be you.
Now that song is stuck in my head.
That just means anybody can take this because everybody really was pushing the pace. Everybody was making sure that they were.
Eat my book, because it has lots of pages. Eat my book, because it has lots of pages.
All these guys completed their runs and highly in the other ones. So I think that they have a good
It was very hot yesterday, I heard. I just had a dairy milk bar, and then had some fish and chips with those white stuff on.
How are people dying already?
Yeah.
I don't even have a weapon.
Because they're trash.
Oh yeah, I've got a weapon.
Did you upload that stream that I was in the chat with?
No.
I thought so. Because
he stole my heaven.
A couple, and you said you did record the live event with Alfie. But you didn't get much of it. I went on the video and then I just saw the very end of it.
I know. Let's not talk about that.
Just perfect execution on the last one.
But I got the best part.
But like, I kind of changed my mind. I think your videos are better than his. Because, you know, like, his, like, vlogs is it that when I'm not there, he's just like, you can't even hear it when he's speaking into his camera. He's like, okay guys, I'm gonna do this, and he doesn't, well, I don't really watch his videos. I watch yours though.
Wait, you don't watch his videos?
Ethan's.
Who do you think's better at a YouTuber, me or Ethan?
Now, you.
Oh yeah. But Ethan said that I wouldn't say that you wouldn't say that.
Well,
whoa.
Maybe I'll probably say that before, but before your videos used to be not very good, but now they're better. I watched the one, you know, where you were with Jason and like you're playing Squads Phil, something like that. No, you're playing Wild West Phil.
Yeah.
And Jason just stood there and then he died. It wasn't very good. When you were battling, he just stood there and he said, "Oh no, I was trying to give you those minis," and then he just died. Well, why would you do that in the open? Why don't you go to Oscar in the shelter?
Jason is a bot after this.
True, and he's been playing since season 2 too. 2. He's been playing since season 2 TOO.
These two a lot. After this game, I'm just gonna carry on watching the thing, and that'll be it for me.
Thing in the place.
After this game of heavy metal, I dropped Loot Lake and I knocked out a whole squad. Well, I lasered the last guy. But somehow he got me and my teammate.
In Season 8, I always used to play squads no fill, and I just used to flipping just. I just used to like kind of like camp a bit, fight squads a bit, and
Fish Fam are going to get $110 dollar bills. I got them dollar bills. I can edit stairs so quickly in Spawn Island. When I'm in an actual game,
I know.
I'm dead.
I know. I've seen you do it before on one of your streams. You're so fast.
But then when I actually go into a game, oh my
The thing is, when I go into games and then I get into like the top 10, my heart starts beating and like it's pretty scary. I hate it. I mean, I really got. Have you got any solo wins?
Maybe, maybe not.
Take that as a yes. And because Alfie's playing for Season 2 the same as me, he's still got 0. I expect it with you because if you haven't or not, I don't really know. But if you haven't, then I expect it. You've only been playing since Season 7. But Alfie's been playing since Season 2. Can I ask, is Alfie good or bad at the game? Because I don't really know anymore.
How? How is he doing that much damage from 100 meters?
Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
Saw how many people struggled.
Well, technically now, if Alfie watches the stream and you couldn't bother the game, so technically the beat will be mad. But normally with Alfie, he gets mad at you for a day and then he just stops. Like with James, he gets real maddy and then the next day, oh hello everybody.
Hanging out at the stadium, we've got 3, 2, 1. Remix of Sky Station Showdown is underway. 15 minutes counting down. Don't forget, we have a new total.
You've gone quiet. That means you're
concentrated.
How? How is that possible?
What? What did he do?
I jumped out and I just got scoped.
No scoped or scoped? I don't know.
Scoped.
Well, I mean, he might be a good player because, I mean, all of the pro players
he was wearing the new Pro AM skin and with a default pickaxe and no back bling. What is the sign?
His skin there.
That he just bought the 800 skin, 800 V-Bucks skin.
Wow, that's like so annoying. I mean, like, what used to happen? Like,
I'm gonna make this very, very, very last game.
How long have you been on? Because you've been appearing offline.
Almost practically all day. Except from an hour. Yeah, all day except from an hour.
You see, I couldn't go to tennis because
you weren't here.
I was on the plane still. Actually, no, I think I was getting off the plane. Or boarding, yeah. I don't know. Wait, no, I boarded at 1.
You wouldn't be boarding.
It's a 4-hour flight. It's a 4-hour flight. It's so long.
Yeah, but Gabe, I've had a 6-hour flight, 4 hours added on, and then 20 minutes.
Wait,
so 10 hours and 20 minutes just to get Thailand. Just to get to Thailand.
We had a 1 hour
I had to take 3 planes.
Why 3?
Get quick scope, kid. Oh no, that was trash, but kid. You didn't move it. That's fine.
Oscar?
Yeah.
Are you going at... I thought you were, but I don't know if you are anymore. You know tomorrow, you're going to that Little Fort Fair thing.
in this mode, it might be more viable to just stay and all fight at the same time. Nobody hiding.
Oh, I am. Alfie's going as well, but I didn't. My mum said that we didn't know if Ethan's coming or not because I don't think my mum knows that Ethan. He kind of plays Fortnite still, but he's not as addicted as he was before.
Like, let's take a look at Ravens Revenge. They are sitting on 560.
So he's probably gonna come to that thing tomorrow.
But they're still racking up the points right now.
No, Ethan's so lazy, so he won't be.
I know he is lazy. He is lazy. But like, I don't know.
I like this, but you do not have the HP to try and make this work. A 25.
Like one time I sleep over with him, like he just gets, when he wakes up, he just like I'm there and I say hi, and he just completely blanks me and walks past me.
Ravens Revenge are holding on. I don't see them controlling any one single thing. The Cuddle Crew now in second place. And a battle with the Funky Fighters. This is important for everybody. The Fish Fam playing as well. I think the Fish Fam may have overrun. There's
Oh no! I'm going off right now.
Haha, get destroyed, innocent juice. It says you're innocent, but you really aren't. Turns out, Gabe is the real bad guy here. It's a complete plot twist. Find out in the next movie, Gabe too.
It was terrifying. Came over the ramp at the same time.
Gabe 2 true.
Just joined us. Don't forget, we did increase the score limit up to 3,000.
A fight begins as an innocent juice attacks the world. Turns out, the Gabe.
I want 3 kills.
Spoiler alert, he is the bad guy. From a mission to a heist. Instant it was now.
Okay, right, that was easy. I want
Go
5
to the
kills.
cinema to watch Gabe 2. It's gonna meant to be so good. Like the first movie, spoiler alert, he like turns out he was a bad guy, and the innocent juice was innocent, but he told everyone that he wasn't innocent. It's like so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that now. Okay, I'm back in the movie. I'm still eating popcorn.
Oh, he had 5 kills as well. I had 5 kills. Wait, no, he had 3 kills. I had 5 kills. This cannot be happening.
And I had 16 kills, and he had 15 kills, and I had 100 kills, and he had 200 kills. Wait, how's that possible? Oh yeah, creative.
Because he killed you twice and stole all your kills.
Oh yes, I see now with the grandpa fish in the back of the corner. Grandpa fish. Why are you laughing?
Grandpa fish.
So funny, but okay, now I'm laughing.
Grandpa
face in the
I'm going to the toilet, Gabriel Jesus. I will be back. Gabriel Jesus.
You'll be back in 60 million hours.
And the Fish Fam have been doing a great job sticking together, going in as pairs, duos, if you will, and trying to shut everyone down, but that's only going to get you so far.
It kind of breaks down, too, when everybody can score, because there's so much that more important. If you're by yourself, to stay on the point, in the previous iterations, you're by yourself, you get off the point, you can't even score.
But now you have to stick around. Look at the slaps coming out. Lachlan does take out Scissors, but does fall as well. Now Clytex is just trying to get back into the fray, get himself those height with the impulses. And now don't forget, they have a limited number of builds. It's about 100, I believe. But right now, man, you just need to be turning your attention left and right, trying to eliminate as many players as you possibly can. This remix is shaking the very foundation of this mode. And Clydex goes in, he's going to start trying to take him down. Did not go his way, though.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Finally, the Fish Fam control this point that the Cuddle Crew and Funky Fighters were fighting for so hard. And they control it with all 4 players, so their score rising significantly every second. At the same time, the Llama Record Company.
Hello, Grandpa face in the bottom left corner.
Rubius comes in. Chicken Champions.
Let's switch it up a bit. Grandma facing the bottom left.
Where's Lachlan? Lachlan's team are very low.
Like super low, like they're on 66 million HP, that's like super low.
No, Gabe, as in they're on 477 points out of 3,000. And the Ravens are on...
Who's first? Who's first?
The Ravens with 1257 out of 3,000.
That's going to be a long tournament. It's already been on for ages.
Hopefully it starts midday for the tomorrow one.
Midday.
If you're another team on the outside looking in, as all these players are just jumping in toward that center point, you do what Gotaga's doing.
Why don't you use your AI yourself?
No one seems to be paying attention to the fact that we're about halfway through what we need to win. Let them all fight it out. Don't make it even. Don't make it.
They're just camping now.
Don't be the distraction to have someone go, oh wait, there is a point up there. That's the. We need to go get those guys.
I love what they did just
Sorry if you hear a bit of a wind noise. That's my
fan. The Funky Fighters are all in. They have a
That's why there'll be a wind being like this. We're gonna get super close to it.
Right now, they're gonna overtake it. If this does not get shut down,
did you hear that?
The Ravens' revenge may
no.
have trouble looming.
Oh, okay.
Look at this Llama Record Company. Hand of Blood is trying his hand and slaying these players, but it does not go his way.
No, nowhere near.
No Llama Record Company. They stay strong. They're still racking up the points. Scissors says, no, friends. This is not allowed. You cannot continue to this Clytek.
You had it, didn't you?
As well. And Scissors beats it.
No.
It's pretty hard.
If they have 3 members up here, it's about even to one player.
Did you hear that?
D point. So just continuing to stay there. Finally, the Little Whip Warriors.
Why are you laughing so much?
Clean that up and put
Because it's something that they said on the TV.
Chicken Champions are looming. They have 4 players on.
Why? What are you laughing so much on the TV?
It's just so funny. Oh my.
But what are you laughing at? On the TV.
Well, okay, right. How the chicken champions swish their buttocks. It's the way that they do it.
Every little point you can gather is going to make a difference going in the end. And look, Gotaga and Ravens Revenge are back on the point, but so are the Funky Fighters.
JK.
Chaos is breaking out down
JK Roman.
Literally
So are you ever going to try and let me hit the fan?
From the Llama Record Company is using those tactical shotguns and
okay, I'll try again.
But again, the Ravens Revenge are on point with 4 players, just shooting down, throwing impulses where they can.
Now can you
No.
Meanwhile, the D-point, nobody's gotten anywhere since the Funky Fighters were left there for so
Is it that close? I should hear it.
Literally about to break my feet.
They lose and trade off evenly every single time.
4 minutes. All of these guys have been uncontested.
Did you hear that? Because I put it really close.
I heard a scream, that's it, like...
I was gonna try to say
a scream?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it really close again.
Crazy how nobody except the Little Whip Warriors to contest the Ravens' revenge right now. They are
right now, that's just your voice.
With 4, but again, the Funky Fighters.
Yo.
No, it isn't.
With 4
there it is.
I'm not.
You see what?
No, it.
That's definitely you. I heard you breathing in.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're like so wrong that all of the wrong people like so that you should go to wrong land, and in wrong land everyone's wrong. So then like in the wrong land of wrong, it's like
What? Just try and show me the phone so it makes you shut up.
For so long.
Okay. Show you the fan. Okay, you got me there, but the thing
that
is,
was your mouth.
I know, but like I can hear it perfectly through the mic because it like kind of echoes, so I can hear it, but not like an annoying echo. So I can hear it. You can definitely hear it.
No. You lied to me right now.
Nobody was able to spot that.
Are you sure about that?
You've got to make your mic legit touch it.
Start doing everything you can to stop them because he saw all 4 members. They went from less than 1,000 once the D point was out to all the way up to win. And it was 400 points between them and the Ravens.
I've put my
but you do have to also
chat
think about who else
really high, so that it's really loud. So, well, I'm gonna do it in a minute when it's near the fan.
Just an unbelievable performance there from the Funky Fighters to realize exactly what must be done. That was the second time they completely boxed up that entire
Did you hear that?
You're using your voice.
No, I'm not. Look, if you really look.
That's your voice.
No, honestly, look. See?
That's your voice.
No, it is not. That was just Grandpa Joe walking past me.
I mean, everything was
You're full of the jokes.
like unexpected. We were
Let me
last,
go near
and
again.
we came first.
Oh no, need medicine.
So we didn't.
What is so funny about that?
Revenge was in first place
Your
for
fat
most of
face.
that match. You guys knew that you had to come up from behind, which
Wait,
you
what?
absolutely did, but I kind of just want to talk a
No,
little
I
bit
can
about
just imagine the chicken's buttocks in your face. You were like, ah, yeah. Because it looks so satisfying when it sways from left to right, from left to right.
the same? Are you going to change things up? Are you
Okay.
going for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we can.
Right, you need to hear this fan because you just keep telling me to. But by hearing the fan, you're just gonna make it even louder and louder.
That's definitely you, no joke. I know that's you. Not dumb.
No.
You're
like, come on, you're gonna be able to hear this. I put some music on it as well. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
Gabe, I hate your singing. You're just as bad as Jakey. Jakey's terrible.
Let me try again.
No, it's more like this. Shane the chef, yeah, the chef lives by the sea.
Okay, what about
Spiders?
Harry Potter does whatever a wizard can. Does a spell every day, makes it look like he's
okay.
Play. Makes it look like he can play. Watch it. Here comes Gary Trotter.
Gary Trotter.
Hermione. There's no spell that she doesn't know. She knows every single one. I think she even can eat someone's. Watch out! Here comes the one beating Hermione. How about one? Ron Weasley. There is no spell that he knows. He doesn't even know how to do Wingardium Leviosa because he's so trash at knowing all these spells. Watch out! Here comes the useless Ron. Do you want to hear this fan? Because really, I am doing it so hard that I've stuffed loads of voice boxes in it. Like that's why I've been hearing all those weird noises, like Grandpa Joe, and the sound where it goes like. Yeah, that one. I made that one myself because I couldn't find that in Build-A-Bears.
Checked it out on my phone earlier, and just unbelievable, seriously, to see all
But
the different
I found the Grandpa Joe one in Build-A-Bears, but
Gabe,
I asked, can I not?
Gabe,
What?
you shut up for a second. I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something.
Okay, tell me it now.
Okay, right. You know how Miss Lance at school, yeah? Like the teacher at school, yeah? You know the chests in Fortnite?
Yes.
If you focus on them properly, the only thing they look a bit like her face.
Only the large ones.
What, like a chest that you open to get a weapon and a bandage? Looks like Miss Lance's face.
Yeah.
And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches. Zeke, it's the second game of our Golden Games here, guys.
No.
It's time.
Last time I checked, I don't think the treasure chest looked like Miss Lance's face.
Now, just a refresher. We can only be 10.
Well, you haven't been in Fortnite for a while, then have you?
I looked in it like half an hour ago with you.
By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map.
Half an hour, or was it longer?
On top.
What's it not?
That sticks out like a sore thumb.
The Illuminati is still not solved. When all of the questions of the whole of the entire life has been solved, then the Illuminati would have been solved, because that's one of the questions.
I honestly just had enough. I will kill them.
Warriors on the bottom level. They're clearing out house right now. They're making sure nobody is approaching. Only 4 teams have scored right now.
Why did you leave?
Because I honestly had enough of you.
Definitely someone back there that was there's not supposed to be
Why
three
did
trucks
you
back there. I
invite
don't
me
think.
back?
But you know, in playing this, the best way
Because
to kind of go about this is
I couldn't join the party again because I realized it's private.
Yes.
Yes, you can try to make blind
Correct.
fires.
But sorry, I was the party leader because I turned into it with the apologies potion, and so basically now.
It just won't shut up.
Time to reload and make sure you're taking the time like Taldak to stop and try to remember exactly what you saw. Don't move your POV, don't move your camera at all. As you try to recognize exactly
I
what
do it again.
You gotta use the
Yeah, you did.
of your vision to take as
I'll
many
stay
shots
quiet.
as possible to clear
I'll
out.
kick you myself
Possibly a
in real life.
came down from below as he hit one of those
Well, you're gonna have to wait a good like
forward sand as well.
weeks
They're all going with the targets.
to
I
do
usually
that.
gets in just barely because Taldak missed a shot.
You mean a few days?
Really good for the Funky Fighters.
What
They've
way?
taken themselves a
When?
nice early
Why?
lead. It's
Because we're meeting up
nothing
together.
substantial yet,
Where?
but if they can do this every single round,
Somewhere.
another big prop going in. They're
Over
at
the
30
rainbow.
points ahead of the pack, and the only 3 teams behind them: Fish Fam, Cutter Crew, and the Chicken Champions.
But where? I never knew this.
Is
What?
done. So that's it. So don't forget.
I never knew
Ravens
this
Revenge, they have
exciting
already been
news.
guards, so going
Tell me
forward,
more
all they
about
have to
this
do is try and
somewhere.
rack up
I will honestly kick you myself.
the round is going to
I
reset.
just wanted to know about this firehouse shirt.
Go party
Now
first.
they can try to lock out other players.
Oh.
Depends on how well they do, right? 'Cause these are big
are you
10-point
okay?
props. There's a lot of them as well. You know, the props
What do you
outnumber
think?
pretty substantially.
And if you recall the first game,
What?
where the Ravens were
What do you think?
second to the Funky Fighters. So, like you
What
said,
do I
being
think?
able to take your
Yeah.
time and make sure that
No,
you
you're not.
know exactly what you need to do.
Probably need to go to the
Kinda gives them a
hospital or
little bit of
something.
advantage, but the Funky Fighters
I think you need to go down the low field, mate. You shut up
scored 5 points or
and never come back up.
See if they can hold it down right now and keep the lead as it is.
And live your life in the sewers.
Close the gap. But we'll see.
Well, I will eat my way up.
And everybody else.
Eat your way.
Right now, they're trying to stop that.
Yes.
You won't find any food but some toilet paper, maybe some of your poop that's left down there, maybe some of your mum's wee that you might want to
these drinks.
They actually have to make it there to the center to make it into the
How will I
yeah,
know if it's
I'll make it poop-tastic.
And you know,
so you're gonna go down too? Oh, we could be roommates.
I just gotta try and run out as much as I can. It's actually counterintuitive. Right now, you want to just be taking.
I'm not going down too, and I certainly do not want to be roommates.
You're gonna have to wake up 6 in the morning every day, and my face is gonna be on your face, and then I'm gonna be like, wake up! And then when you wake up, I'm gonna keep talking to you and talking to you.
Nobody cares about you goddamn talking, it's the way you talk.
It's like my talking game.
My talking game. What, do we need to wipe your buttocks for you then? Like my talking Tom, we have to wipe. My talking Hank.
I'm like, no, I'm not my talking Tom, it's my talking Angela. Are you still streaming?
Maybe not.
Well, I can see the little camera thing.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe. Do you like my profile picture?
The joke.
Do you like my profile picture?
It's quite intimidating.
You like my profile picture?
Well, I think you could tell in the message, yes.
Do you like my profile picture? Do you like my profile picture?
No.
Kaluchi, do you like my profile picture? I've been practicing, you can tell. Kaluchi.
Practicing what? Saying Kaluchi? So you've just been in your bedroom under your covers and just saying Kaluchi over and over again.
Kaluchi, do you like my profile picture? Kaluchi!
What?
Why are you in my Fortnite game?
What?
Why are you in my Fortnite game? Guys, I've got to come off now, so I will see you tomorrow for the next video. Peace.